On the last episode of Tit,
So funny.
Prisma's funky little fox transformed into a fake Ryu and snuck all of the Pokemon that were out at the time away from camp to go on a funny little adventure. What was its name? What did Prisma name it?
Minui.
What was that?
Minui.
Minui, whose actual name was Wanders Ever Yonder. Wait, no.
Onward.
Wander Ever Onward, not Wander Over Yonder.
Are you thinking about the fucking Disney show?
Yeah, I know.
The entirety of the Disney show is how you pronounce its name.
He convinced the group to go on a fun little adventure without the trainers, and promised to have them back by morning. They met with a Larvitar, who apparently Minui knew, as well as a Nuzleaf, who definitely didn't betray the team, and he followed along to this ruin with a giant door that we can't figure out how to open. And then the Nuzleaf definitely betrayed us, and we pummeled his ass into the dirt. And now there's a giant Ariados, and we will either talk him down or definitely we'll fight it.
Yeah. I think the only thing you missed was the seer that you guys looked at.
Yeah,
as everyone else
the Parasect.
Yeah.
To be fair, there was only like 3 people still there.
True. But yeah. And there the Larvitar is named Courageous Bellows.
Yes.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. And apparently the Ariados has a nice cock.
Yeah, because we could see the name. I don't think you meant to show us the name yet.
Nice abdomen. Nice.
I meant to actually, yeah. Because there's no way to naturally bring it up, because, it's a wild creature that's attacking you, so.
Yeah, it's so cool that its name is Weaves.
You should give it a monologue. Give it a whole spider monologue.
Yes, we need an evil villain spider monologue.
Okay, it's
My name is Weaves Demise. And I will kill you.
So yeah, so we ended last session with you all kind of standing over the unconscious bodies of the people that you that betrayed you and you beat up, as you heard the rhythmic tapping of Sylvie arrived on the scene, having spent the entirety of the combat getting over to you guys, because Sylvie happened to have gone over to the other side of the pit, over to the door. So Mudkip unfortunately didn't really participate in combat on that time, but Sylvie's also.
That's not true. I controlled Pixie.
That's right. You control Pixie. That's right.
Yeah, I did. I fucked up a bunch of C dots.
Who wants to control Rosa?
Rosa.
I will.
Rosa.
Sounds good.
Grace will.
I will send you, or I will give you permission to view Rosa's character sheet.
I think you have to take control of this dog away from me too and give it back to Rat.
Rat should
Get your fucking dog, bitch.
Get your fucking dog, bitch.
Get your fucking dog.
You.
It bites.
Yeah, I know the fuck it do.
Save. Oh wait, I need to also put it into your. There you go. So you should see Rosa now in your journal, Grace.
Yay.
Having Pixie now, Prisma absolutely seems like she'll be one of those girls that like has the pit bull snubble just like around like in her lap or something, and she looks all cute, and some guy comes up and just like wants to hit on her, but then Pixie gives him a death glare and she's like, "Hi, can I help you with anything?" No.
Or like in the anime when the snubble with the ribbons evolved into Grand Bull is like,
yes.
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, it's rotating.
So you heard all of you turned around to see this giant Ariados just like slowly crawling over and around this ledge. Apparently its home being underneath it. Behind Sylvie being rolling low on their perception and unfortunately not seeing the giant Ariados, or hearing it, come up from behind. So, in classic cartoon fashion, everyone else was like that classic shows everyone they're all kind of in the same scared pose, and they kind of point. And so he's like, "What? It's not like it's behind me or anything."
Sylvie goes, "What?
And then that.
Do I have something on my cup?"
Yes.
What?
Ooh.
Did something fall in my cup again? Oh God.
Oh God.
What fell in your cup is spiders.
Brimming glass of spiders.
Yeah, like Muffet.
Glass of spiders.
Undertale.
Undertale.
Tasty spiders. So yeah, you how do you all react to giant air? This is big for wild, even for wild Pokemon standards, this is big. Although I will say, for Biscuit and Yuki and Fractal, it is not nearly as big as the other big Pokemon you've seen near the start of your adventure. But it is a spider of unusual size.
It's as big as Redacted.
It's like a good 3 to 4 times the size of a typical.
A spider of
Ariados.
unusual size? So it's a
It's a
sauce.
Oh,
Sorry. Move
Sauce.
on. Move along. It's sauce.
Oh. Jokes are supposed to be funny.
Yeah, I know. Can we move on?
damn, holy fucking.
You takes 4 points of mental damage. A hard cut to in the middle of the forest, just what the fuck? Ow!
the giant Ariados. Ow.
Just Ryu's guiding the party to try and find their Pokemon, and then just suddenly his nose just starts bleeding and his ear starts bleeding. He's like, Ryu, okay? What?
No, I'm saying Yuki just is shocked about the Ariados and suddenly just ow, I have a headache now. Ow. Does anybody have a potion or something?
Oh, with what pockets, bitch? I look like I have a potion
prison
shoved
pocket?
up me ass.
Prison pocket.
Yeah, your old prison pocket.
Stop.
Stop.
Dislike.
I was
Well,
gonna say, just asked for Pokemon reactions to the spider.
Yes. How do you all react to
I think
literal giant spider that it would normally be the size that you all are?
Yeah.
It is.
I think we threw this one out there last time and kind of workshopped it into a real reaction. It would be that.
This
size,
compared to that.
It's fucking big. Sylvie would definitely the Sinisty equivalent of your jaw hitting the floor. Sinisty just fully drops their cup.
Hang on.
Okay, Google, shut the fuck up.
Keep going. You should check the soup.
No. Sylvie for sure drops their cup and is just left with the purple mass, and the cup gets a new crack in it. And Sylvie goes, oh fuck! It just picks up the cup and is running with your pants down, but trying to grab the cup.
I love that. Excellent.
Fractal is on the verge of crying. Definitely almost going to cry. Standing next to Yuki and glancing at everyone else, pleading with her eyes, please, we need to leave, we need to go. But she's too afraid to say anything, so all she says is just it's just crying noises.
I just remember Biscuit at the end of the last session was just pointing with her paw, scared, spider!
Spider!
Essentially, yeah. Biscuit's not feeling courageous right now because of her health.
Oh god, yeah.
Understandable.
I got overheal. I'll fucking tackle this bitch. I got overheal.
How's Pixie reacting to this?
I think Pixie just kind of grits her teeth and just kind of like steadies her stance a bit in case she's gonna have to fight.
That makes sense. All right. So is anyone trying to talk to this thing, or are you all just scared of it? Which is a fair response, honestly.
Sylvie's panicking. Yeah.
Yeah, Fractal wants to leave.
Okay, fair enough.
I feel like Sylvie, like in a moment of like desperated panic, would just try to be like, I, just like trying to like realizing that like trying to talk would maybe be helpful, but not getting any words out.
Okay, so I guess something that I should ask is, are you attempting to stand your ground, or are you trying to flee from it?
Oh, Fractal's trying to flee. Fractal is trying to flee, and she would like everyone else to run with her. In the full stanky base from the Pokemon.
Sylvie's like slowly backing up, but isn't gonna make like a full break for it until like the first openly hostile action is taken.
Okay.
Yeah, Biscuit's inching away too. Biscuit's like using Pixie as like a shield. Like Biscuit's hiding behind
Hit the dog.
Use her karate chop action, Pixie.
yeah, the fucking Buzz Lightyear scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pixie has bear ears sticking out from around its head.
Oh, I just like use your chomp action.
Full motion karate chop action.
Okay, I'm good.
Welcome back.
Yuki is probably distracted at the moment because she she fucking kicked dirt on the Nuzleaf's face.
That's right. Like after a dog pisses on something, it like
yeah. So
No honor and victory.
after she's done boasting, she notices Fractal like hopping away scared, and looks over at what she's running from, and sees giant Spoiler. And probably doesn't look scared, but just looks ready for the fight that she knows is gonna happen.
Oh no! Don't do that.
Angie Spoder.
No.
Yeah, that's Yuki. That's the sound of Yuki getting ready for the fight.
All right. So yeah, so I think that would be a good time for everyone to roll some initiative.
Oh,
Yay!
Cool.
Sick.
so fucking
Epic.
So yeah, Rosa gets to act first. Grace, you currently are controlling Rosa. How does Rosa react to a big poisonous bug kind of emerging from this thing? And I will say this thing does not look friendly. It is not approaching in a friendly manner.
Given how Milo's made this thing act, it probably looks at it and smiles and goes, "Kill."
Can someone describe Rosa's character for me in 3 adjectives?
Stinky bitch plant.
Oh my god, right? You just fucking killed him.
One of those was a
I
fucking
think
noun.
I can roll that. I think I can
Yeah.
roll that. All right,
Grace is a
all
noun.
right. All right, Rosa's gonna square up. She's gonna be like, okay.
Yeah, the two flower buds are like boxing gloves.
Yeah.
Let me actually check.
She
I wanna
like
make sure
taps
that
them
Rosa has
together
the
like,
right
okay, let's go.
Starts shadow boxing like Lil Mac.
Yes.
Shoo.
So do I make a move right now?
Yes, I'm just
Or-
double
Or-
check, make sure that you have access to all the correct. Yep, you do. Okay, good. So yeah, you have access to all the correct moves with Rosa. So carry on.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna do stun spore on it.
Ooh, go for it.
Wow, that's actually
Go ahead and
a really
click
good
that,
idea.
and let's see how it goes. 24.
Nice, Grace.
Good hit.
Good job, Fractal, with that stun spore.
Good job, Fractal.
Oh wait, we'll keep that roll, but stun spore is actually a reaction. You use that in reaction to being hit by something. So it's like a
Okay.
counter basically instead of a move you use outright. So
Alright.
we will keep this in the bank though because this is a very good roll. So
I need to do something else?
Yeah,
yes.
Okay.
but
Let
you
me
you basically get to keep that stun spore as a
You get to
free
keep the
reaction
attack
that
roll.
Let
guarantees
me
a
read
hit.
the descriptions this time before I blindly click.
I should actually check because I don't think that move actually has a an attack roll. I think that's a no, it does. Wait, what? Wait, it's a saving throw, but it does have a what? Hold on, I have to double check
That
that.
does seem weird.
Okay.
I think some moves are just weird like that.
I don't
Yeah,
want
because
it
the
to be weird.
description says when you're hit by a melee attack, so. Yeah, I didn't see that.
Not that one. There it is. Yeah, it's a con save. It's not a attack roll, so I can change that real quick. Just to fix that. So stun spore. It is not an attack. It is a saving throw. So there we go. Let me double check, make sure it still does the thing. Good. Okay, yeah, there we go. So anyway, carry on. Had to fix that.
Alright, in that case, I will do. Poison Sting.
Go for it. Poison
20!
sting.
Such
Nice.
Damn, natural 18. I will say you had to move within melee range as a melee attack.
Okay, that's fine.
but
Which is unfortunate that it's a poison type because that would have poisoned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have. So let's swap back over to the thing. Stuck to it. Sorry, I have to swap back to my thing. Okay, there we go. So you deal it 10 poison damage. Good hit. So yeah, you step forward and just kind of like you see Rosa like the one of the rows just like emerge up like a spike and just jam it into the body of this thing. It doesn't seem to do as much damage as you're hoping for. But still does some good damage. Still get a good hit in. Nice. Which leads to its turn. Which actually at the end of your turn, it's going to use one of its villainous actions. It's going to use its brood mother. As it kind of
That's
leans
not
back.
a word I want to hear.
Its big abdomen kind of like twists under its body to like point towards you, and it kind of like rumbles a bit, and
butthole?
3 large like pustules just out of its abdomen.
I don't like the
I don't
word
like-
pustules.
I don't like brood mother, pustules, it's butthole. I don't like any of that. But thank you. It's a very good description. It's just I want.
Yes, it was a very accurate description because it made me feel exactly how you wanted it to make me feel.
Good.
Yeah.
I sure do love spider enemies in my tabletop games. God, that's I honestly I would love to write like a magic character obsessed with creating the best spell to kill spiders. Like extreme,
Just hate
basically
spiders.
either a sorcerer or I'd say a wizard who just hates spiders with all of their being. It's just their entire character motive is extreme arachnophobia.
And it's not anything deep
Ugh.
either, like rooted in a tragic backstory. It's just he doesn't like spiders.
Just ew, gross,
Yeah.
ew.
I want to burn them all. Shock them, zap them, burn them, fry them. I don't care.
Stick them in a stew.
Wait, where's the?
Christ.
Boil them, mash them. Stick 'em in a stew.
Potatoes.
Sorry, I'm sure I'll put it there for now, so I can just do this and then do this. And bap. Here's showing this is an actual PNG. The answer is yeah.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Don't like what?
It's on the left side of your screen now.
The
It's
w-
over there.
Oh!
It's flanking fractal. I
Ew.
hate it. No.
Oh, good.
You keep fracking. You hear these three wet around you. As you look around, you see these large pustules now have landed on the ground. And kind of you see them kind of twitch a little bit.
Don't noise.
Burn them.
Burn. Burn.
It's nice, just
What do you mean nice?
nice.
Ryan's not
Nice.
having it. She-
So on its actual turn, it will use its action to get a good walloping to Rosa that just hit it.
Great.
It's going to go ahead and go ahead. It's upsetting that it's okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, so yeah, it is going to use kind of it takes while it's Adam's still out, it kind of it shifts to Rosa and just kind of shoves it into Rosa's chest, and does a 19 hit Rosa?
What am I looking at?
Rosa's armor class.
Yes, it does.
All right. Then you take. I don't have you out. There we go. Take 8 points of bug damage. Is Rosa resistant or weak to bug damage?
Probably because she's grass type, right?
Wait, but she's poison type. Hang on.
Yeah, not weak to bug.
That's above my pay grade. I don't know.
Rosalia's weak to ice, fire, psychic, and flying.
Yeah, so neutral.
Okay.
All right. So you just take
Or,
8.
yeah.
8 bug damage. And go ahead and okay, and so let me roll a d4 real quick. Once I find my d4, there it is. D4 is always the hardest to find, considering it's the tiniest one. But all right, cool, good to know. Let me just all right. And that will be its turn as it kind of, as its abdomen presses into you, you Rosa, you feel digging into your your pedally stomach, these tiny insects are now crawling across your skin. As it uses infection or infestation.
I hate this so much.
So you are now infested by bugs.
Maybe a content warning for arachnophobes.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, this episode's name is called Arachnophobia, but yes,
Oh,
content
good.
warning for bugs in general, especially spiders. I hate it too. I have arachnophobia, so yay!
Yourself.
Self-inflicted harm, mental harm.
I'm gonna fill your fucking sock drawer full of spiders. I'll find a way. I'll mail you spiders. You open
I'll
your
mail you
mailbox.
ladybugs.
No,
No,
they smell so bad. No, not ladybugs.
They
That
get
smell.
everywhere.
Oh no.
I've never smelled a ladybug before, but I'll take your word for
They
it.
smell gross.
Oh,
They
they're
smell-
especially they smell. If you squash them too, they smell even worse. Ugh.
They spit
Good
on
to
you.
know.
They pee
Oh,
on you.
They pee on you.
They shit on you. They come on you.
oh my!
Anyway, it's Zoro's turn.
Yes.
So that Rhea takes another 4 mental damage.
Suck my ass.
which I believe is getting really close to killing Ryu. Anyway, so Wander.
This is tyranny.
So your Zoro is up. If you want, I can control Zoro if you'd like.
Yes.
I can take control if you'd like. If you'd like to just focus on Pixie, it is up to you.
If you could take control of it, that would be cool, because I've never used it before, especially not in this situation. Also, Johnny, I whispered to you so they just see you say
Yes. Bugs can This is Yuki saying all of this too.
I would like to point out that Rat asked me if bugs can come.
I take 3 mental damage.
Welcome to the bug zone.
The bug cum zone.
The cum zone.
The bug cum chalice.
God.
I want to go home.
The game will
I
be
hate it.
done when it's done. Do not criticize
Anyway.
my code.
Yonder I dead?
That was that was right on the money.
Oh no. Anyway.
Moving on from that hell, which by the way, I'll move this D6 over to
I don't know why the bug zone really got me.
The bugs.
Please continue.
So Wandered is admittedly a little scared. So is going to go ahead and use which by the way, don't forget, you guys are still off the same combat from last time, so do not replenish your health or your PP for this.
Not my PP.
I need to replenish my PP.
We are
Will we
17
ever-
episodes into this.
Geeky, at this point, you should honestly just say PowerPoints. At this point, honestly.
Don't tell me how to use my PP.
Oh.
Okay, anyway, I'm
Or
moving
just say
on. We're
replenish
moving
your
on.
moves.
We're moving on.
Good night, everybody.
I'm going
It's
to
gonna go and hit
Google-
this thing with a leer.
A yeeter?
A leer. Which it actually fails its saving throw, interestingly. So that means it has you may add +1 to all attack rolls against this thing for 1 minute. So +1. There you go. So you get +1 to all attack rolls against this thing, and it's 5. And it's gonna move next to Yuki and just kind of like give Yuki a look, like, well, not exactly part of the plan. I didn't know this thing was here. And looks very kind of shaken from this, because you know for a fact that they've spent some decent amount of time here, so it's now dawning on him that that he has existed next to this Pokemon for far longer than he would like to have realized. Like he remembers like hanging out on this edge that it's crawled out of. It's like,
We can talk about it later. For now, help us with these eggs.
Right, okay. And kind of, he's already used his action to use Leer, but he will try to do so next time. Sylvie, you're up, and it is on top of you.
Okay, I got. Okay, first, a little bit of housekeeping. I want to set this like straight right now, because I'm opening Sylvie's character sheet. Which is what I feel like I should be going based off of, because Sylvie's moves on their character sheet are Astonish, Withdraw, and Aromatic Mist. However, if I click Sylvie, the moves available to me in the top left say Astonish, Ember, and Minimize.
Because I forgot to remove those. That's because I based Sylvie off of Litwick's
Litwick?
character sheet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I'm gonna use Astonish either way.
Nice.
And since I don't want to do all the math with actual dice, I'm just gonna click it. Does a 16 hit since I have +1 to attack rolls, right?
It's the Leer.
17 to hit. Yes, it does hit.
Wait, 16, right?
No,
Or
16
yeah,
total.
Sorry, I
The roll is
thought you
15.
said 16. Yeah, 16 does hit. So takes 4 ghost damage. Good.
I just that's what Sylvie shouts at it, since it's a
Astonish.
It gets up real close and goes. Bruh!
Hey, good up, man. Stop.
And the spider's like, oh shit,
Every
it's
time
lit.
man's in the block.
Oh shit.
I smoke
Good
trees.
job.
Lit.
Anything else Sylvie does, or Sylvie staying where it is?
Yeah, gonna back up to, just a little bit, just to there.
Okay. It's gonna use his reaction, take an attack of opportunity against you because given
Oh
its
shit!
size,
Wait, is that out of? Oh, is that
Uh,
out of its range?
Wait, no. How?
because
that
of
out of
its
its range?
size. Large creatures add an extra 5 feet to their reach.
Oh.
Oh no.
So, but you wouldn't know that until you've already moved.
Oh, so cool.
Let me. So that's its threatened area.
Great.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
I love learning by just. I love the process of learning through getting my shit rocked.
Yep.
Yeah,
Remember,
it's
'cause
great.
learning is pain.
That's
You
the
get
best
used
way
to
learn.
So it's going to
Yeah, is this
attempt to
like
hit you
okay?
with
Just learning for pain.
Yeah.
With a let's do. one of
It's
these.
Rosa. They put bugs in him.
Fuck on.
Does a 14 hit Sylvie?
Yeah, I think AC 13, so yeah, it hits.
So you take. So you take 7 points of poison damage as it hits you with a poison sting. You start to move
Ow.
away, and it just kind of jabs its head spike into you, into your cup,
No.
It stirs you up a little bit.
with poison.
Boo.
Well, that's an actual thing.
Yeah, that's true.
If you stir,
Oh,
if you
I thought
stir
you
it,
meant like I thought you meant like figuratively stirred.
no, I meant literally.
So like
And that was
literally
the pun.
reaches into
Ah.
my tea and
Yeah.
stirs with
If
its
you stir a Sinisty, it basically fucks up its equilibrium and it's down for the count.
No.
Does Silver
Don't do that.
resist poison at all, or take extra damage from poison?
No.
Just a ghost type, I don't
right?
think so.
Yeah, so no.
So you are back to full health, because you had 7 points of overheal. So good job. But you are now outside of its area. You can keep moving if you'd like to get farther away from it.
There. One more.
All right. It is Bellows' turn. So Bellows is going to kind of live up to his name as hoping to be a protector of the forest, and will actually
kill Yo, Bells, you see that new album? Ooh, kill him! Ooh, kill him!
It's going to man, its strongest move we can't use, but it will step forward 5. We'll actually just find out how far it can move. 10, 15, 20. Just enough move. It runs forward, opens its mouth, jumps forward, and attempts to land a bite. With a natural 2, it does not unfortunately hit. The Ariados kind of pulls its leg back, and Bellows kind of skids on the ground as he misses, unfortunately. And kind of glares up at this thing. Fractal is over to you.
Honey.
Sorry, muted. It's okay. I'm gonna level with you guys. Fractal's gonna be entirely useless. She's freaking out. She's not having any of it. She's gonna be like, let's see, where can I move? Like 1, 2, 3. She's gonna be like up over here.
I will
She's
say,
trying
don't
to
forget
get-
this. Like, even though there's an edge here, there is place to the left here if you want to actually flee. Like, the world doesn't stop here. You can go farther to the left. If you like.
She wants to run, but she doesn't want to leave everyone behind. So she's just kind of running around them, I guess, frantically, being like, "We just need to go. Let's just go. Let's just go." So she's not gonna do anything. She's not gonna fight right now, unless someone were to directly like tell her to get her shit together. She's like too busy freaking out.
Understandable.
Do we have the opportunity to speak, or do we have to wait to our turn?
I'd say speaking is a free action. But in order to actually, if she needs convincing, you'll have to make like a persuasion check on your turn. But you can say
You'll definitely
something.
need a persuasion check. Yeah.
Okay. then I guess I'll have to wait then.
Alright. So Pixie, it's over to you.
Let's see. How fast can Pixie? What is Pixie's movement speed? She got short little legs. It's actually normal.
Got little legs. Tiny on.
Beat the Robinsons.
Yeah.
The T-Rex. What a
I
great
know.
movie. That movie's really fun to watch.
That movie's really good.
Pixie's gonna try to run here, hoping that somebody can maybe move and flank it eventually.
Okay.
I can't move my dog.
Wait,
Oh, there you
can?
go.
Oh, okay.
Took a second. And then she's
There's
gonna
no
use
room on the other side for it to be flanked.
fire. Once I can open the character sheet without my mouse lagging, which is a cool thing I didn't know I could do. Yes. No.
I
No.
don't like how I'm so laggy.
So that didn't happen. But it's fine.
Yes, unfortunately, 8. Even with the +1, the 9 does not hit. I want to see if there's what else is using my. I guess that makes sense. Anyway, trying to figure out why everything is lagging, but it's fine. All right. So, but you are in a better position, so that's good. At the end of your turn, actually, it's going to use a legendary action to spray out a
No, don't say that.
Don't spray anything, Bug, please.
Bug, please.
Bug, please.
Nice.
string shot.
Oh man.
It's going to
Bug.
open its mouth and or swing its addon out again, and just this long string of
Straight what?
what do you want me to say, Rat?
Web.
That's what I was going to say. Web, since it's called a string shot.
Sticky bug cum.
Please shut up.
You killed me.
Good.
Good.
I'm literally sinking in my chair. Help. I have slinked down too far.
Burke, no!
So I just want to apologize to everyone
2
watching,
o'clock.
on the behalf of Jolly VG.
Don't apologize for me. I'm my own man.
I'm all
Alright, I
man.
retract all
Are you
apologies.
apologizing?
I can take the criticism.
Unsubscribe.
Hi, Jolly VG. I really didn't like it when in the Pokemon D&D campaign you said sticky bug cum. I honestly,
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
it tormented me mentally, and I need therapy, and I'm suing you because you need to pay for my therapy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Does a 23
Kinda
hit
stupid.
Yuki?
God,
no.
I can't wait for Jolly to pay for my therapy.
No, Yuki is God.
No, not that. Web. Yuki is covered in a sticky web, reducing your speed by 10.
What? Why? What did I do?
You're over there, and it can reach you.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Shit, doo-doo lips.
I wanted Yuki like
So
I
your
want
speed
Taco
is
Bell
reduced
at
by
3 in the
10 feet.
morning.
If you can make a strength saving throw on your turn to attempt to remove this.
Wait, so that wasn't an attack on me?
No,
It was on-
it was an attack against Yuki.
For some reason,
And so now Yuki, it's your turn.
singled me out. All right. Well, first of all, it's not, now that Yuki's dealing with this fucking web all over it. She's gonna look at Fractal and say like, "What are you doing? We need you to help with these eggs, or we're gonna have a lot of problems."
Oh, sorry.
All right.
Sorry, I swallowed wrong. I'm fine. I don't know what to do. What should I do?
Just stop them. Something.
Should I help you first?
No, I can handle it. And I guess I'll make a roll.
Yep, roll a persuasion
What I
check.
make,
Persuasion,
which is
charisma based.
Charisma.
charisma.
Right.
Wow.
Yuki explain like says all this to Fractal very frantically, very panicked, and you look over at Fractal as you finish saying this, and Fractal's eyes just glazed over in fear. You don't know if Fractal even heard what you said.
All right. Does that count as my action?
It technically does, but I'll let you go ahead and make an attack against something or have another action.
Maybe in a better way to convince Fractal, I am going to. I'm gonna covet the spider egg in front of me.
Ew.
Go and get paw all up in that spider egg.
I don't know if it has an AC or anything.
13 does hit, so go and roll damage.
Okay.
So you click covet
and then double click. Yes. I will take that 13, thank you.
All right. So you like turn around and you take your paw and you just punch it into this egg with like a wet and you pull out, and in your hand are about 10 tiny spiders that crawl across your body. You kind of shake them off. But the egg does kind of deflate and.
No, get away, baby Spinnerax. Goodbye.
Why doesn't Fractal just freeze them?
She's
Fractal's scared.
Big spook.
And then I, you know what? Wait. I want to make that part of my persuasion roll. That I like. I'm
That's
Yuki's
more
trying.
intimidation.
No. I'm trying to convince Fractal to attack, and then I punch the fucking spider egg, and all of these little baby Spinnerax crawl all over her paws, and she's like brushing them off, and then she looks to Fractal, and she's like, "See, it's easy," and that's what freaks Fractal out.
No.
There's spiders all over Yuki.
No.
See?
Fractal, who was literally born and immediately adopted and has lived in luxury her entire life, is now being told to punch spider eggs until the babies come out. There's no way in hell she's doing that. There's no way.
Than that one. That is canon now.
Yep. All right. So, Biscuit, it's over to you. How's Biscuit feeling right now?
Has anyone seen Burke?
Anyone seen Burke?
I'm hungry.
Biscuit's
I want
feeling
honey.
John Travolta.
Where's the honey?
My paws are dry.
Being how Biscuit's having a panic attack.
Understandable.
Because Biscuit got messed up by Nuzleaf, and then looks over, sees the giant spider, and is like, "Okay, I'll take care of the eggs." And sees Yuki walk up and hit an egg, and then spiders crawl out. And Biscuit, oh man, what's my move pool looking like? Biscuit's gonna use struggle.
Go for it.
Biscuit doesn't want to get close to it, so Biscuit's gonna use struggle on this egg pile. So Biscuit's gonna go up here, and I guess gotta double check what I have to roll.
I want honey on my paws, not spiders.
Ew, imagine if she did have honey on her paws and then the spiders got in it.
Yeah.
In all
No,
fairness, between Yuki and Biscuit, well, not Biscuit, but like some of the wild some of the Pokemon here probably have no qualms about eating little spiders.
Probably, yeah.
Biscuit probably less so, but I feel like Yuki wouldn't care.
Biscuit would retch.
Yuki punches into it, pulls out a thing of spiders, just, ooh, lunch.
Fractal and Biscuit are both over in the corner throwing up while Yuki's just like,
What? They're good. Yummy meal. Yummy meal.
My meal.
Yeah, disgusting.
You get a sudden idea of, I wonder what a big spider tastes like.
maybe if I actually end up taking damage before the next round, if I punch the next spider egg and the spiders crawl out, I wonder if you'd let me eat them for health.
Probably not, but good thinking.
You want to eat babies?
15 does hit, so how much damage do you do through it?
Wait. Oh, damage, right. That's 15 does hit, so that's gonna be 4 damage.
4 damage.
Wait, no, 2d1. Wait, 2d1 plus. So that's 5 damage actually.
5 damage.
2d1 plus.
Nice. So basically, you kind of like reel back and just chuck a rock at this thing, and the rock kind of pierces through these silk eggs with like a thud. It just thunk, as it kind of like also starts to kind of deflate, and these tiny little spiders scatter out away from it. And nice.
Just as suspected, these things are pretty weak.
Yes, believe it or not, eggs are not the most resilient thing in the world.
Yes.
The end of your turn,
Especially when they're
Oh, I was gonna
virgin spider eggs that don't have a hard shell like the Chad chicken egg.
I was gonna say,
Yes.
because they said last turn Yuki got to attack and talk.
Yeah, talking is a
Or is that
reaction.
was that? Okay, I'm gonna talk to Fractal because Biscuit is proficient in persuasion, a +3 actually.
Ooh.
Biscuit's gonna kind of walk up to Fractal. Let's do the roll first before I say anything.
Hey.
Ooh, okay. Biscuit's gonna go to Fractal and say, "Look, I'm really scared too. But the sooner we just we can attack from a distance. The sooner we get this done, the sooner we can go home. You can see Charlotte, and I can see Burke. We're just gonna work together. It's important. We're a team."
So since it's a 16, okay. So Fractal is kind of like slowly nodding, like paying attention to what Biscuit is saying and kind of letting everything sink in. And she kind of looks around her and she's still terrified. But she just kind of waits a minute and then she looks back at Biscuit and she goes, "Okay."
Yeah, just take it slow. You can keep a distance. You don't have to get close to either of them. I know I don't
Okay.
want to. Biscuits honey, Biscuits like, I just resupplied this honey. I'm not. I just Yeah, so Biscuits like, these paws are not rated E for everyone. They are for nobody but me. My paws.
No teach.
Yeah, that's Biscuit's turn.
All right. So at the end of your turn, it's gonna use another legendary action to spin 2 of them.
I love legendary reactions, baby.
Go ahead and turn and hit Pixie with a poison sting. Does an 18 hit Pixie?
Probably.
Probably, I don't know.
Ooh, that's a high roll.
I'm gonna assume so.
You take 8 points of poison damage. Any resistance or weakness?
I'm very vulnerable to that.
Oh god, I forgot it's modern gens, so
Yep.
You take 16 poison damage as it
Oh my
stabs
God.
its poisonous horn into Pixie's gut, and just you feel this like through your body as you feel this pain course through you. It's not doing
God, it's
hot
like
at the
watching
moment.
the Avengers lose.
Watching any movie where the dog dies.
And we're back to Rosa.
No, Pixie and me. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Pixie and me, but with spiders.
Ah.
Did the dog die in Winn-Dixie, or because of Winn-Dixie?
Probably.
I don't know. I didn't
I
watch
movie's
can't
it.
remember.
the
I
movie's
haven't
about
been
the dog.
looking-
Well, anyway,
I've read that book
the
in-
reason I bring that up is because of the reason of Winn-Pixie. That's it. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, it's so
When
good.
Dixie,
It's so
the grocery store?
There's a
No.
there's a book with a dog named after Winn-Dixie.
And the dog is named after the grocery store, I think.
Yes.
Anyway,
Okay. Sorry. So yeah, Rosa, you're up. So that's
I'm
all
okay.
you,
Soup.
Grace. Swoop.
oh sorry, do I need to mute? Sorry.
No worries. No. It's your turn. You're controlling Rosa. So.
Oh, you're right. I knew that. Which is why I was eating soup.
Which at the start of your turn, you. You take 8 points of bug damage at the start of your turn as the bugs across your body start to bite at you.
Did we ever apply that stun spore?
No, but we can do it now.
Yeah.
Let me scroll back up to it to see what you need to do. Okay. Con saving throw, DC 14. Let's see, how is this creature's con? Ooh, that's a natural 1. So use one of its 2 legendary resistances to succeed on that saving throw instead.
Mean to me.
So.
All right.
1 down. Which is there any effect to succeeding instead of failing? No. Okay. So it's just not paralyzed, but you see it like you see your stun spore kind of go out on this thing, and you see it kind of like you see its body start to lock up, and it just kind of like flexes its like arachnid body, it's like chitinous body, and just kind of like shake the stun spores off of it, and kind of give you like a noise to you.
Okay.
That's an unpleasant noise.
But it is your turn. You may attack as you see fit.
Fun fact: the CH is silent. It's chitinous.
Huh.
I'm actually the DM in the middle of the
No, I said fun fact, so I didn't look like an asshole. I wanted to inform without looking like a dick. Okay.
Well, now you look like
bad news. Bad news. Your
All right.
zipper's down.
Rose is gonna back up.
All right. It has already used its 1 reaction, so it can't take an attack of opportunity against you.
We are gonna use Mega Drain.
Ooh, go for it. So an 18 does hit. Takes 14, but it's resistant to grass, so it only takes 7 damage.
Okay, better than nothing.
And you heal half that, so you heal 3 hit points. Bam.
All right.
So yeah,
I'm
you
not mad.
kind of shoot out this. Well, how I imagine is you shoot like a thorn that has like a thread attached to it that like sucks a little bit of the energy out of it. Feel a little bit better. Nice. Which comes back to its turn. Which it's going to actually now turn its attention to Bellows, since it's also just there, and will attempt another poison sting. For a 14, does that hit? Ooh, just hits. But I believe it is resistant.
I think it's immune.
Not immune,
No,
it's resistant.
Right, I forgot. It's steel type that's immune,
so
not ground.
5 divided by 2, so it takes 2 poison damage. So nothing terrible for Bellows. That kind of shakes it off relatively unfazed. And it's over to Wanders, who's going to oh, actually, since it was its turn, this egg over here hatches. Like you see like a crust split just as like tendrils of like goop kind of string along the sides from it cracking open, and
Oh,
Kill it.
no, it's baby.
And fucking, I don't know, get Reeve over here to tame it then. But for now, it's about to catch fucking hands.
I don't want it. I'm just admiring it. It's cute, cutie.
Shut up. Don't fraternize with the enemy.
Then kill it.
I'm not getting my punny paws on it. You do it.
Then shut up.
I'll throw rocks at it until I hit the soft spot.
Its abdomen hasn't hardened up yet. I'll kill it. Its exoskeleton isn't there.
Oh, it's all soft spots. Sweet.
Yeah.
Oops, all soft spot.
We'd like to thank everyone for coming out today.
You okay, Justin?
Yes, sorry, I was just pulling up the correct information I needed for the spinnerack that emerges. And we'll go ahead and see. Nice.
Nah, man. Being born is an action. You can't do anything.
Try me. All right. So yeah, so its child has been birthed. So it is Wander's turn, who now looks over, sees the egg that it could have destroyed, but it instead used a leer. Is kind of upset, but will take a step out and will 5, 10, 15. Should be well within its moving range. Yeah, 25 feet. Yep. And will attempt a scratch. That was wrong dice, but it's fine. 11 to hit. Its AC is 12. Oof. Unfortunately misses. So. Oops. All right. So, it is over to Sylvie. Oh, I've been playing the wrong music this whole time. My bad.
Wow.
What were you?
Oh,
playing?
I
was still playing the Lostthorn Forest, but I am now playing the correct music. So you can, if you hadn't already, you can turn on the boss music I sent to you. That's 100% my bad for forgetting about that in the thick of things.
Yeah, it is your bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Sylvie, it
Jesus.
is your turn now.
Wow. Okay. I'm within 20 feet, right? This is 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yep. Well within.
Sweet, because Astonish is a 20-foot range, and I just didn't want to have to move back within its threatened area. So I'm yelling at it again.
Yell at it.
I yell.
18 does hit. Takes an additional 4 ghost damage.
Wait, ooh, it's over 15. That's
It's
a flinch.
flinched. Yep.
Flinch.
Ooh. Good to know. Speed. We'll use that for flinch. Nice, nice, nice. And let me go ahead and double check what decided flinch does. Disadvantage on any attack roll, skill check, or saving throw it makes before the end of its next turn. Nice. Good to know. All right. Anything else that we'd like to do on your turn?
No, I think I'm gonna stay there just so I can still get those attacks off.
Alrighty. So then at the end of your turn, it will use one of its legendary actions to fire off another string shot.
My AC is 13.
It will go after. Who does it not want to? It want to move very well. It will hit Fractal. So does 11 hit? I don't think it does.
No, 11 doesn't hit
Oh,
fractal.
also I have disadvantage on it anyway, so you'll still
No, it's good.
but yeah. Frack, you see this like glob of web coming at you and kind of jump to the side out of just pure fear. Not even like in a defensive standpoint, you're just like, oh fuck, no! And you just jump out of the way and just onto the ground next to you. And you're fine. But it is now over to Bellows. It's going to go ahead and use another bite, because that's really the only thing it can do at the moment. That's a 12. Does not hit, man. Bellows is just having a rush of bad luck so far, just not being able to land any hits. As its bite once again falls short. The Spinnerack though, that's down here next to Wander, will turn and try and hit Wander with a poison sting. That's a 16 to hit Wander, which it does. So he takes 1d4 poison damage. That is 4. Let's see, 4. So strength attacks, huh? Takes 4 poison damage. Let me see if it's...
I have a question. Why doesn't Rat have control of Wander right now?
She asked me to do it.
not to.
Oh, okay.
And so that's the Spinnerack's turn. Fractal, it is over to you.
All right. So thinking about Yuki and Biscuit. Fractal's gonna face the giant bug. Let's see. And sorry, I'm counting.
No worries.
You know what? I just need to move right here, and Fractal is going to use Powder Snow on it.
Go for it. Uh, 15 plus 1, 16 does hit. Takes a solid
Yay.
6 ice damage. Good hit, good hit.
Can I do Ice Shard too?
Is it a bonus action?
Yeah.
Then yes, you can.
Right.
God, that's like the oh my god!
Damn, 21 hits.
That's like the equivalent of chucking a snowball with a rock in it.
Yep.
You said no rocks in it.
It's the Ariados rubbing its face. Hey guys, come on! We said no rocks.
3. Good hit. So yeah, you kind of like Fractal just like generates this snow around her and fires it off, and then like another shard of ice just like gets launched after it, just like and some good hits in this Ariados onto this Ariados. Good job, Fractal. At the end of your turn, it will go ahead and use one of its leisure actions to use Struggle against Fractal, because it didn't like that you did that to it.
I'd like to report a hate crime.
That's not what a hate crime is, Fractal.
Well, I hated it. No,
Um,
like to Demise, to Weave's demise.
So
It's
I
just
assume a 10
Fractal.
does not hit Fractal, so but yes,
No.
it would. So yeah, so you see it kind of like launch as tiny sharpened thing of web at you, and once again you just kind of duck out of the way unfazed. It kind of glares at you. And Pixie, it is your turn.
Pixie's dying.
I'm dying.
I'm dying, Squirtle.
No. She, in a last attempt to keep her friend safe, is going to try to use Fire Fang again.
Go for it. I will say, if you want, you can use an action to disengage, and you won't get any attacks of opportunity. You can get out of there if you'd like.
Well, I mean, it's not like she'll die, right?
I don't know. You don't have any trainers around it.
Really, really tempting fate on that one.
No, it's fine.
Go for it then. Ooh, a 20 does hit.
And it's weak.
And it's weak to fire, because that is 16 fire damage. So use.
Fuck you, bitch!
So it's going to use a different type of legendary resistance, because I couldn't think of a better name for it, but to actually have that damage. So it's just 8 instead of the full 16. You're just short of getting the burn, but good hit though, like excellent hit. It's now starting to look a little weak. It's starting to like, you can see that it's starting to look a little bruised. That singe, part of its face is now kind of covered in frostbite. But it is diligent in staying firm. So at the end of your turn, as kind of a reaction to that, let's see. So it will actually take a step forward and push Bellows back as it moves forward. Actually, probably push Bellows to the side, honestly. Step to here.
Why you aiming for me, bro?
So, yep, 30-foot cone. So, Biscuit, Fractal, Rosa, and Sylvie, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
What the fuck is this fat bitch doing?
Rosa made an 18. Nice.
I'm feeling lucky. I'm gonna roll this one on the dice.
The first.
Oh,
the
sorry.
first
That
one,
was that was for Fractal. The second.
The first one's Fractal. The second one is Rosa's about to not have a fun day.
Okay. Plus 1 dex saving throws. Rolling now.
Yep.
That's an 18 plus 1, 19.
Nice. Okay. So then, the DC was 15. So this whole area, it's going to be hard to represent this without, so let's see. All the way down to there, and all the way up to there.
This music is not helping.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Okay. You did it.
Okay, so there to there. From here to here-ish.
It's a
Close
cone.
to that. Yes. Let me double check to make sure that that's accurate. Yep, 30 to 30. Yep, okay. So yeah, everything within that area with a straight line going down as well. So this area is now considered difficult terrain. All movement is halved in this area. But specifically for Roselia and Biscuit, you are considered restrained. So I'll go ahead and use these. As you see that as it uses its tethering web ability, it kind of moves its I was saying the word earlier, I can't think of it. Its abdomen forward and sprays this massive cone of web just across across. And so you two are currently restrained, which means.
And now I really wish Tomato was on this trip. Tomato would have burned everything and been like, let's go. Tomato, do you feel anything? I'll let you know when I do.
So for those who are restrained, your speed is now 0. So you cannot move anywhere. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Your attack rolls have disadvantage. You have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Is there how many turns does it last for? Or is it like
you'll have to take an action on your turn to repeat that dexterity saving throw to attempt, or no, now it's strength saving throw to get out of this, to kind of pull this webbing off of you.
Yikes.
So yeah, so that's what happens to you four at the end of Pixie's turn. Go ahead and mark that off. 2 villainous actions done. Yuki, it is back over to you. Your speed is reduced by 10, don't forget that. And you just saw this thing just spray webbing across the entire field. And like I said, everything within this cone is difficult terrain, so it takes double your movement to move through it.
All right. So if I wanted to step in and step out, that would be my entire movement speed.
Yes.
So I am going to step in, because I'm going to try to help Biscuit get free of that web.
Go for it. So go ahead and make a athletics check to attempt to peel it off.
Which would be strength, right?
Yes.
Ooh!
Wow.
Good job. So yeah, you
Alright,
you
then,
can kind
yeah,
of
I
wade into this. Like the ground itself is now covered in this webbing. You see there's this like of you walking through it. Just kind of you were having to pull your paws out of this thick web with each step. You walk over and with your teeth just grab in onto like bite into the webbing around Biscuit and start peeling it off. Like you know whenever you're sunburned and you can finally start peeling the dead skin off, it's kind of like that.
All right,
It's like
yeah,
it's just a layer, skin tight layer of webbing.
Yeah, then I rip the webbing off of Biscuit, and without missing a beat, I use my remainder of my movement speed to get back off the cone, and say to Fractal and Biscuit, or I say to Biscuit, "I've got you. Now let's get out. Let's get off this web."
Okay. Biscuit's like her hands were straight up in the air, trying to keep it away from the web shot.
Oh, it's no longer flinched because it came to its turn. So, alrighty.
Did it use that disadvantage?
Yes, because it only had a chance to do one attack, and it was
okay.
Before, because the person who made. Let me double check on the flinch. I believe it's still the end of their turn. The end of its next turn, yeah. And so it just happened to do it right before its turn came around. So.
And I
think. Wait,
that athletics check.
Wait, real quick. Who was the one who actually got the flinch off? It was Fractal. Sylvie.
Right?
Yeah, with the
Yeah,
astonish.
Sylvie, because astonish.
Okay, so yeah, so no, actually, it has not gone around to yet. So my bad. Carrying on.
Which that athletics check was the action, right?
Correct. Unless you have a bonus action or something you'd like to use.
I mean, I can do stuff.
I will say it's a moot point now, but don't forget for Biscuit and Fractal, you have that D6 you can add to any D20 roll.
Geeky, can I run something past you really quick? Because I have Sylvie as an ability has weak armor, and it got hit earlier. Does that mean my speed increases by 5 feet, but my AC is temporarily reduced by 1 until the end of a battle?
Good to know.
For a maximum reduction of -5. So now I have 12 AC, but 5 more movement. Which probably won't be too much of a help in this difficult terrain, but it's fine.
Still good to know. So keep track of that.
So I have a 12 AC currently, which is not great.
At the end of Yuki's turn, it's going to go ahead and use its third legendary action to go ahead and try and hit Yuki with a struggle attack.
No
does
moves. What are you,
a
Flareon?
12 hit Yuki.
Nope.
Good to know.
Yuki,
Once again, a sharpened thing of web completely whiffs.
Yep. Once Yuki senses that fucking rock with her ninja skills, she dashes out of the way. I don't know. I'm just trying to make it interesting.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So Biscuit, you're up.
Okay, so difficult terrain, it's double the movement to get through things.
Correct.
25, so I only have technically 12 feet of movement.
Yep, so it'd be round down to 10.
Oh shit. Biscuits can do the same and try and get Rosa out of being ensnared.
Go for it.
So it's an athletics check, you said?
Yep.
Which is strength, so.
Come on, another 20.
No.
Biscuit, you kind of run up and again, your paws just are sticking to this ground. You run over with your honey-covered paws. You start kind of pulling at it, and now your honey-covered paws now covered in web. which instinctively, because you eat that honey on your paws, you like kind of like pull away from it and like your focus completely shift to your paws, like, oh god, no, because now you can't eat the honey on your paws anymore because they're now covered in webbing. Yeah, not a good day for Biscuit, because your favorite food source is now web. And I don't know about you, but I don't think you'd want to shove web into your mouth.
Don't bother.
Biscuits. If there's a Pokemon, like, if there's an in-canon Pokemon swear word, Biscuit just said it.
Oh, Pidgeys!
Wow, it would suck that your name is a fucking slur.
Flying Firo!
But Rosa, it's over to you. So that's all you, Grace.
All right.
Also, it is, sorry, I wanna pause. It is almost 2, so I have to vamoose.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Just I'd say to people, whoever's taken over Biscuit, remember she has baby doll eyes. And then hasn't been used like at all yet. So
Yes.
please keep that in mind.
Rosa
But
takes
besides that,
6 bug damage.
I can take over Biscuit if that's okay.
Okay,
Yes, please.
sounds good.
all right, I will.
Goodbye.
I must
Good luck.
run. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hopefully it's an entertaining sports game to watch.
Yeah.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye. Alright, so, JWG, save. There you go. You should see and have access to Biscuit.
Yes. God.
Alright. So, yeah, so at the start of Rose's turn, because you are currently infested for 2 more turns now. Well, now 2 more turns. That was your second of 4. You take 6 bug damage, which I think I just took off. Yeah. So yeah. So what does Rosa do on her turn? You are currently restrained, so you can't move anywhere. And you have disadvantage on attack rolls. Oh, I actually had advantage on that one just to see if it gets any better. No. Well, it was a better attack, but. Oh wait, no.
So
that
I
was, sorry,
can't-
ignore me. Carry on.
Okay. So I can't move.
Correct. You can make a
Rosa
strength
is-
saving throw on your turn to get out of the webs, though. But that would be your action.
I would like to do that.
Go for it. Give me a strength saving throw. Nice.
Yay.
So you kind of like using your like the thorns you kind of grow across your body. You kind of like flex your whole body, and just like almost like a cactus. Suddenly, just all these rose thorns just stick out of your body to kind of puncture the webs, and you just kind of rotate yourself to cut them all open, and just kind of like almost like you're disrobing, just like shrug them all off of you, like you just like dropped like a sheer robe off your body.
Good deal.
And yeah, you are no longer restrained. So you are free to move. You use your action though, but so unless you have a bonus action, you can move if you'd like.
I can move.
Indeed, you can.
All right. Let me see.
Sure that within this cone, it's you use double your movement to move around.
Okay. So I'd probably only get about like right here then,
Probably.
right?
Because what's your movement speed?
25.
So yeah, so that'd be half to 10. So yeah, 5, 10. Yep.
All right. Well, I'm doing that. I'm locking it in.
Sounds good. So it comes back to Weave's Demise. No longer flinched. And it is going to you've been a pain in the butt, Sylvie, so it's going to attack you. And it's going to go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Con saving throw. Hold on. Let me open my character sheet. I have a +1 to con. Let's go. Let's fucking go. That's an 11. 12. +1, so it becomes a 12.
You see as
And
you're
imagine it's 6 feet.
Sylvie, you kind of you're looking around, like you look to your left and see Rosa kind of break out of this. And as you're kind of turning around to refocus on Weaves, you see that its mouth is opened and those big fangs have like opened up, and these long like fang teeth have opened up, and just
No.
as this thick purple ichor fires out of its mouth at you. You were
touch me.
drenched in an odd poisonous liquid as you were covered by venom drench.
Oh, God.
You are now poisoned.
The type of drenching I'm not okay with. I'm poisoned.
Poisoned.
Fuck. No.
We'll use that for. You are now poisoned. Which, to let you know, poisoned means that you have disadvantage on all ability checks and attack rolls. You take you take your proficiency bonus and damage and poison damage at the end of each of your turns, till you either faint or you are cured.
Cool. Okay.
So that's what happens to you. That
Thanks.
also gets all of its actions back. Back over to Wanders, who is a little concerned with what's going on now. And will but it's going to focus on the Spinnerack who's here. Attempt to use another scratch on it. Ooh, a 19 does indeed hit.
Bro.
So it takes. Ooh, max damage. 8 normal damage to the Spinnerack. A devastating blow. It's still up, but not by much. As the Spinnerack kind of recoils from this damage.
I was born into this world and only know violence.
Indeed. Yeah, Varn's like, you shouldn't have been born.
Why? Why, Father? I've imprinted on you. Why?
You're the first that gets saw and you've done violence. Sylvia, it's over to you.
Okay, quick question.
Quick answer.
Does difficult terrain affect me differently or the same since I am hovering?
Because you were hovering, you were actually unaffected by difficult terrain.
Heck yeah! Then I am going to take a disengage action
Go for it.
and just get the fuck out of here. So now I currently have a 25 movement speed because I've been hit by one attack.
Nice.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go there, and I'm out of the shit now.
Yeah. Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
All right. So,
I'm gonna
any
get
bonus
poisoned
actions or
now.
anything you'd like to
No,
do?
the only bonus thing I have is a reaction, and I haven't been hit. So
All right. And I believe that your proficiency bonus is a +2, correct?
does it say that somewhere? Am I missing that?
If you're looking at your app, it would be under traits.
Oh,
and
app.
the top of it.
I don't. Sylvie's not in my app because it's not.
That's right. Then it would be. Okay, apparently it just doesn't have it listed anymore. But you're level 2, so it'd be a +2. So you take 2 poison damage.
Ow!
As the poison is now sitting in your cup on top of your body. It's like.
Oh.
Does a little bit extra damage to you.
part of waking up
Enough.
is poison in your cup.
So that was Sylvie's turn to get the fuck out. It is now over to Bellows' turn. Which at the end of Sylvie's turn, we'll actually use a legendary action. We'll actually use 2 of them to
How many fucking legendary actions does this thing have?
creatures have 3 legendary. The creatures that have them usually have 3, and they refresh every time it comes to their turn.
Ugh.
And so it's used 2 of its 3 to use use Venom Drench again, except 5, 10, 15, 20. You're lucky, Sylvie. You're no longer within 20 feet of it, so it can't target you. So instead, it will target, probably Bellows, because Bellows has the most health right now. So Bellows needs to make a Constitution saving throw. With a natural 7. I don't know if that will do it unless he has a very good Constitution. It's +3, 10. Not good enough though. So Bellows is now poisoned as well. But it is its turn. and will once again attempt a bite. And boy howdy, that's just one to hit this thing. With a natural 2, does not. God damn.
Oh my god, Bellows.
I rolled decently for this boater. Cannot roll for Bellows, which Bellows is a strong Pokemon, and I just have yet to hit with any move that he's ever used. And his strongest move he can't use.
With a natural 2.
Look, man. Let's see, what's its speed? 20. So 5, 10, 15, 20. It'll do it though. 5, 10, 15, 20. It'll try and move in front of it to kind of take its attention solely onto it. Pixie. Or sorry, no, I was looking at you. It is this thing's turn, which it is going to attempt to hit Spinnerack with, or it is going to attempt to hit Wanderers with another Poison Sting. A 7 does not hit. We move on. Fractal, it's over to you.
Yo, I wanna say that I wanna petition that this newborn Spinnerack's name is Born and Knows Violence.
Yes. Born to violence.
Hello. All right.
Oh, whoa.
Yo, Born into Violence actually sounds like a cool name.
It does sound kind of badass. All right, so let me see Fractal speed.
God, we're setting up a future
They're-
boss fight right now.
All right, Fractal's moving over here,
Sounds
and
good.
she is going to attack Born into Violence.
Go for it.
She is gonna
So
use. She's gonna use Powder Snow on it. Here we go. Boom.
Ooh.
Damn. It's a natural 18, but it doesn't matter because that was a maximum
Yeah, I was
roll
gonna
for
say.
damage. It had 7 health left. You cake this thing in snow, and Born into Violence is born into death.
Good fuck.
As you now have a nice ice sculpture of a Spinnerack.
Fractal's committed murder.
Yay!
Hey.
Woo! Animal murder!
Love to see it.
Oh, is it too late to use my bonus action?
Not at all.
Okay, can I hit? Can I try to hit Weave's Demise with a ice shard?
Go for it. What's the range?
50 feet.
Yep, you're good. It's 40 feet
Damn.
away from you, so.
Oh,
15, 16 actually, does hit. That's another 3
Ooh.
points of ice damage.
oh my god, Fractal's killing it.
Yeah, once you shook the fear out, Fractal's like, done
Yeah.
with this bug shit. Make some bug snacks. Anyway,
Yummy.
sorry, no, that's Yuki's making the bug snacks.
Yeah. Yeah, their bug snacks are great.
Spiders crawling out of your mouth. I hate that I said that. Moving on.
They're crunchy.
So it's going to use its third legendary action to go ahead and launch out with a struggle. It will struggle against Fractal because Fractal, you're being real annoying.
It screams out, "My babies!"
Baby.
Babies!
Babies!
Does a 13 hit Fractal?
It does.
So you take 4 damage as it as from afar you hit it with snow and it kind of like hucks a wad of web at you like Spider-Man, and just
Ouch.
hits you in the chest. There's a little bit of damage. Pixie, it is your turn.
I would like to move Pixie behind Ariados here.
All right, you are now flanking it with Bellows.
Sick.
Bite its
And I would.
dumb fucking stinger off on the back.
It's fucking dumpy.
You have advantage on this spider's dumpy. Go for it.
Chew on that dumpy.
No. Has advantage on the pussy.
Pussy.
No!
No!
No! I am calling a hard veto on
You
that.
said squissy and it ruined my roll. Look what you did.
No!
My disappointment is my day is ruined and my disappointment. What is it? My,
My
disappointment
disappointment
is
is-
immeasurable and my day is ruined.
Yes.
Don't like it.
My face with no spussy.
Try killing this again. Thank you. Oh wait.
What caused you to leave?
Partly this pussy. Mostly though, I was trying to see if
Okay.
it fix
It
my
was just
camera
very
again.
good timing.
Don't lie. It was mostly the spussy.
It
Maybe.
was mostly this pussy.
Anyway, though, ignoring that word abomination now exists in our minds, desperately hoping to forget that it exists. What are we doing? Right, Pixie. Okay, so yeah. Unfortunately, a 7 does not hit. As you hear somewhere in the back of your mind just the worst thing imaginable, like this word just kind of creeps in the back of your mind and completely distracts you, and you are unable to hit. But Yuki, it's up to you.
Oh god, what the fuck does that mean?
Okay. Man, I don't know what I'm gonna use Yuki's turn to get that spider web off.
Go for it. So go ahead and let me check.
Is it a strength check
You
or
have
do I
strength
just
save.
whoop?
DC
Nope.
12. You are unable to remove it, unfortunately. You are stuck in the web. So 10 feet of reduced movement.
Well then I'm going to shout since I'm indisposed, I'm gonna shout at Bellows. Hey, I know we just met and all, but could you get it together, please?
You see it like just shoot a look at you. They're like, I'm fucking trying. Just like glaring daggers at Yuki. In fact,
And now
pretty
it's got
much
a
this
D6.
exact look that it's giving you right now. Just
I'm trying.
Biscuit, over to you.
Don't forget that it's got the D6 now.
Oh, were you using
That was a helping hand.
Wow, what a helping hand. Hey, get your shit together.
No. Look, he ain't my friend. We're just trying not to die right now.
Good to know though. Which
He's
for
got some
Biscuit
sass.
and Fractal, you both have D6s.
Yes.
Go down over there so that's closer to Fractal.
Okay, and now it is Biscuit's turn. I am... What is Biscuit's movement speed? 25. So that's down to 10, right?
Basically, a good way to remember it is that each of these squares inside this this cone is 10 feet. That's easier to depict instead of it being normal 5.
Kind of. Yeah, kind of. It's not as helpful. If I move here, does this still technically count as flanked?
No, because you'd have to have someone directly on the opposite side, so you'd have to have someone here.
Gotcha. Okay. Then I'm going to keep Biscuit there. I'm gonna have Biscuit move in. Be a brave boy. And I'm going to try a covet.
Biscuit's a girl.
Her, yes, brave girl.
Go for the covered. Covered? Covet.
Covered.
Covered.
You're
15.
Covered, Jesus.
15. Nice. 15 just hits.
Nice.
Takes
What does the Biscuit
4
snag?
damage. You reach into this thing's pocket.
It's space pocket. It's spocket.
But
And definitely not something else. Definitely not something else I was going to say.
pain.
Is that any more psychic damage for Ryu?
Ryu's now dead on the ground from an aneurysm. And that's it. No one knows what happens, just aneurysm. Let's see. It would have on its ability. It would have a Koba Berry. C-O-B-A.
Ooh.
Koba Berry. Which would cause it to have half damage from a flying type move.
Ah, good. Okay. I will DM that knowledge to email so that he knows.
And it's over to Rosa, which start of your turn. The third of these goes off. You take, that's another roll of 1. So you take 6 more bug damage.
Oh boy. I'm gonna move first. 1, 2. Okay, so I get there. I'm like at the edge. I am going to try to do Mega Drain again.
Go for it. Roll to hit. With a 22, that does hit. So it takes 18 grass damage, which I believe everybody is resistant to.
Yeah,
Yes.
so 9.
It takes 9 damage instead. It's looking a little rough now. And you heal 4. So you're not looking as bad as you did a moment ago, but you've healed a little bit.
Did you take off the 4 damage for Covet? I wasn't sure.
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to check.
So yeah, good. Back to Weaves, which is actually going to go ahead and I forgot to take off the
Snatch its weave. That's what Biscuit steals with Covet, the weave.
forgot to take off the poison damage.
Reaches up and rips off its spider weave.
It's going to use its action to go ahead and do something a bit
naughty,
drastic.
I wish you wouldn't.
It's going to turn its head behind it towards Pixie, realizing you might be the biggest threat, and use its strongest move against you.
I'm going to have Biscuit helping hand, or not helping hand, baby doll eyes that.
That's with disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
All right, good to know. So disadvantage on Fell Stinger.
Oh my god.
It sounds like these, where I wish I had an equivalent to the Box of Doom.
Yeah. The Box of Doom roll.
One roll was with a +5 was a 16. The other was an 8.
Oh.
As the point on its head suddenly, like, it whips its body around, and this spike. No, actually, let's go with no, because it wouldn't have a stinger on its butt. Does Ariados have a stinger on its butt?
Yes, it does.
Yeah?
Yeah, it does.
Cool. Then because you're on the butt, its butt kind of raises up this large stinger and slams down on you. You dodge out of the way as it leaves a crater in this rock.
No. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's a powerful spussy.
As it would have normally done 2d6 plus 3 damage.
It's one of those
and
scenes
it
where,
gains
like,
bonuses
Pixie.
for killing things with it.
Oh my god. It's one of those scenarios where like Pixie like falls over under her butt, and the stinger jams into the ground right between her legs.
Yes. And like you hear like this towards you as you manage to dodge out of the way, unfortunately, for it. And turns its attention back to the two in front of it. Which Wanders is now that it's not worrying about the Spinnerack, is going to actually, without getting too much closer, because even though all of its moves are melee, it's going to go ahead and hit it with another leer to try and make it easier to take it down, which is a wisdom saving throw. Natural 3. You now have a +2 to all attack rolls against them.
Nice.
Wander's doing a pretty good support roll right now. kind of looks over to Yuki and gives Yuki a nod. It's over to Sylvie.
All right. Am I allowed to like make a check to try and unweb Yuki, or just like give the help action or something like that?
Sure. You can if you want, you can give the help action. It would give advantage on Yuki's next D20 roll, or you can do it yourself. It would be an athletics check for you.
Oh, and that's strength, right?
Yes.
Yeah, my strength's at 13, so I've got a +1.
You got a +1.
Yeah.
I'm at 10. I got a solid +0, so I'm just gonna help action you with that, so you get advantage.
All
on it.
right.
All right. So you have advantage on your next D20 roll, whether it's to get rid of that webbing or something else. You have have advantage.
Whatever you want to use that for, you gotta help.
Nice.
All right. So over to Bellows, who is going to once again attempt a bite. Gonna go and use that D6. Wow.
Low roll again, huh?
Rolled a 3 on the D20 and a 1 on the D6 for a total of 4 plus 3, 7.
No, you're supposed to use the D. You're supposed to use the D6 if you get close, but you're still under. Boy, Bellows, what are you doing?
It seems like you can tell that Bellows, despite his lofty dream, he's still relatively because the thing is with Pokemon, age is more so determined by your evolution and not so much your actual level or your actual age, like how long you've been alive. It's more so about your evolution, because Bellows is quite old as far as like time goes, but and as far as strength and ability, he's still a comparatively young Pokemon compared to what he would like to be. And just unfortunately,
I would make an argument against that, but go on.
I'm just trying to make an expectation, man.
Okay.
But Bellows is just not landing these attacks like he'd like to, which sucks, because I was expecting Bellows to be like kind of like a good boon to the party, and man, has not been able to do a whole lot. But Fractal, over to you.
Look at this boon.
All right. I guess I'm just gonna keep. Fractal's definitely gonna stay put.
It takes 2 points damage.
She's gonna use powder snow again.
Go for it. 18 hits.
Nice.
Yay.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna go
Fractal,
ahead and use
kill
Ice
it.
Shard too.
Go for it. Don't forget to keep track of how much power points you have.
Oh.
With that +2, allows it to hit. That would not normally hit. Takes another 5 ice damage. It's actually going to use its last reduction of damage to reduce that by half. So it only takes 2. So it's looking a little concerned. At the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary.
Wait, 2 on one of the attacks, or both, or like all the damage?
Just half the damage on one attack. So it only reduced the 5 to a 2 instead of the powder snow.
Oh, okay.
It's going to use 2 of its legendary actions to spat out another Venom Drench against Bellows. Which, because it's already poisoned, the move automatically hits, and now takes double the base poison damage at the end of each of its turns. So it'll now actually take 4 poison damage at the end of each of Bellows' turns. So I'll do Wyam. Yeah, it is over to Pixie now.
I still have advantage if I try to attack again, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will make another attempt.
Go for it.
Oh, finally.
18
Bitch.
does hit, taking 20 fire damage. Woof.
Should have held on to that half damage, huh?
Absolutely should have. but as a wild Pokemon, it doesn't always make the best decisions. This thing is hanging on by a thread of silk. It is starting to panic, and for its final villainous action,
Why is my ass so hot?
ultimate ability,
It bit it with a fire fang.
it uses caustic spray ability. You see it kind of like its haunches rise up, and it, like you see this like its whole body kind of shudder as it kind of builds this whatever it's building into its throat, raises its head up, and just this thick, almost black ichor just into the sky, and it kind of like holds in the sky for a second, kind of like thrums and throbs and like kind of boils, and it explodes, spreading thick poison rain across the battlefield. Need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, okay. Sylvie, what do you got? It's a +1 to Dex saves.
Biscuit's good.
Oh, I got a 5. That's a 6.
Come on with a +6. Come on, Yuki.
I
Oh,
mean,
for
I'm
fuck's
good.
sake, Yuki, come on!
Oh no, Yuki!
Alright, well, Biscuit's good. Yuki's not.
Sylvie is also not good. They got a 6 total.
Boy.
All right, so the DC was 18.
Oh no.
So
Wow.
Yuki succeeds, Rosa succeeds.
No, Biscuit
wait.
succeeds.
Biscuit succeeds. Let me go and roll for Bellows and Wonders. So let's do Bellows first. Dexterity saving throw. 16. Not high enough, but that's its first good roll of the game. For Wonders, +2. Ooh, natural 19 for a 21. So Wonders is good. Bellows fails. And is that everyone? We got has Sylvie rolled yet?
Yeah, Sylvie rolled a 5 +1, so that's a 6.
All right. So everyone who rolled below an 18, you take 17 poison damage.
Oh my fucking god!
I'm gonna die
And are
next
poisoned.
turn.
So 17
Yeah, no, I'm
poison
dead.
damage. So Pixie
Fuck.
is unconscious.
You said
Christ.
17.
17. Oh my god, I'm barely alive.
Yeah, 17 poison damage.
Ugh.
Which I
So this is
believe
gonna-
if you succeeded on the saving throw, you take half of that. So that would be 16 divided by half would be
8.
8, yes. So Biscuit takes 8. Still standing. Takes 17. Wander takes 8. Wander looking rough. Fractal took the full, right? Yes. So
Yes.
17. Yuki took the full. Sylvie took the full. Rosa took half.
Yeah.
And you're all poisoned.
Yes.
Great.
Even those who
I'm all-
succeeded the roll?
No, yeah, right. Except for the ones, those who succeeded are not poisoned. So
Okay.
at the start of your turns, you have you will take poison damage. I think that's everyone marked. Yes, unfortunately, Pixie faints from the damage. Don't forget, if you're poisoned, because I have been forgetting this, you have disadvantage on ability check and attack rolls.
Fuck.
Been forgetting about that, but it's fine. And you take your proficiency bonus and damage at the end of your turn. As its final hurrah kind of like sends out this ultimate attack. Yuki, it is over to you. You can see this
Yuki,
thing is
remember-
now like limping. Part of one of its legs seems to be missing. It's looking rough. Like one eye is now swollen closed. If a spider can get a swollen eye.
I gave Yuki the help action, so that cancels out 1 round of disadvantage, right?
Correct. It'd be
Okay,
a
so you
flat
have
roll.
you have 1 flat roll, Yuki.
Okay, good. Hmm. Well, I guess I should just try to use it to attack. Well, no. No, I'm gonna use it to get this web off. That was what it was for.
Go for it.
Strength save or just a strength check?
Strength saving throw. Which, because the
Fuck.
poison
God.
is just for ability check attack rolls, it is not equivalent to saving throws, so that is actually with advantage. Because
okay.
of help
Then-
action.
Okay.
Please. Oh,
Nat
thank God.
20.
Oh,
Good
hell
job. You are no longer caught up by this web.
Ugh, finally.
I'm going to swap this over to this one just because so it's uniform with the other ones, so keep track.
Oh, okay.
So it was already poisoned,
Sylvie,
so
Sylvie reaches out the little purple hand for like a Yuki tail high five.
take a little bit of poison damage at the end of your turn. Over to Biscuit.
How much?
2, because I think that's your proficiency bonus for Yuki.
Yeah.
If you'd like to check the app, double check. It'd be under traits. In the middle.
Yeah, proficiencies too.
Yep. So you take 2 poison damage.
All right. Well, Biscuit, since Biscuit is not poisoned, we'll try another covet.
Go for it.
Wait, why isn't covet's not adding the stab bonus for some reason? Scratch is, but covet isn't.
That's strange.
It just says 1d10 flat, but it should be +2, right?
That's actually all wrong. That if the stats are correct, then there should actually be a +5 to hit for scratch, and it should be a plus. Plus stab right now is a +1, right?
It's not updated, but I assume Biscuit is +1 because it's.
I'm saying stab in
level-
general is a +1 at this low level, right?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so that should be a
Okay.
D6 +4 because it's using its strength. Covet should be to hit 5, D10 +4. And then Lick is wisdom or intelligence. Yeah, that one makes sense. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
'cause
so
that's
there we go.
good,
Fixed
right?
it. Yep.
Sweet. Then I'm gonna try that covet.
Go for it. 13 with the +2.
Yep. 15.
Just hits. Its AC is
Whoa.
15. Takes
there's
12
12 damage.
normal damage.
Nice.
This creature had 2 health left. How does
Woo!
Biscuit
Oh!
finish this off?
This biscuit.
Well, after seeing this black gunk get shot everywhere and doing its best to avoid it and succeeding, sees that everyone else gets splattered and feels bad, and Biscuit's fed up. He's like, "Stop hurting all of my friends!" And then he turns around and just like licks the length of his paw, and just like outstretched arm whips it around and smacks the Ariados right in the face.
Nice. A full-on bitch slap just pa against this spider. Sends it reeling.
Yeah, if this spider's head could spin on an axis, it would be twirling right now.
You see it kind of like start to like tumble backwards, like yeah, as it's like moving backwards, steps over and around, kind of luckily avoiding stepping on the unconscious body of Pixie, tumbles backwards off the cliff, and you just hear like a few seconds of silence and just as it falls into the water below.
Damn. Burke's gonna be happy about that.
I think so. Which I will say, you are the ones who are poisoned are still poisoned. So you have to find ways to remove that, given you don't have trainers at the moment, which would most likely be finding a berry that would heal you. Right now, the only people who aren't currently poisoned and could potentially do it are Biscuit and Wanders, because Rosa, as this battle ends, she takes her final turn of infection or infestation and takes 7 points of damage and is also unconscious.
God damn it.
You would take your 2. Sylvie's looking real rough. Bellows would take a full 4 damage because it is currently doubled. Bellows is looking a little rough as well. But kind of looks at everyone trying to focus and says, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that would happen. I didn't know it was here. Oh God.
I'm gonna cut in and say, we can say our sorries later. We need to get help for everyone.
He's kind of a curt nod, and like steps out of the webbing this way. Realizing that by the time he wove through this webbing, he'd probably fainted before he even got there. So he kind of looks at Wander specifically and Biscuit, since they're the 2 that are healthiest, and a bit of Yuki because you're pretty healthy even though you're poisoned. And says,
"Oh, Yuki's not gonna stop trying to help anyway."
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so Bellows kind of chimes up and says, "Back the way you came, down the." And you like he's kind of like losing, like you can see his eyes kind of like dilate a bit. He says, "Along the cliffside, there's trees that have berries that might help. Wanderers can help guide you," and kind of like falls to a knee. Everyone take their poison damage. Takes 4. That unfortunately knocks out Sylvie. Great. Sylvie kind of lifts to the ground and is also rendered unconscious. You take your 2. Fractal takes your 2. This sounds vaguely like Hades music.
Kind of does, yeah.
And so Biscuit, what's Biscuit's movement speed?
Biscuit is 25 and Yuki's 30.
So 5, 10, 20. Starts heading your way towards Wanders. Wanders, are you going to wait for Biscuit to get there, or are you going to just go?
Who are you asking?
You, because I assume you're one of the people who are going to go look for berries.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Yuki's gonna go look for berries.
All right. So you head off. Wanders will join you in heading off. So, let me go ahead. Is Fractal joining, or is Fractal gonna stay here and kind of, because you are also slowly draining in strength?
It's tough because she doesn't want to leave anyone behind, but she also knows that it's not going to get better if she stays here, so she's going to go with them.
All right. So I'll take you 3. Copy. And we'll go to the map that you would have gone to if you had attempted to flee from the Ariados. Second. You'll be in the bottom right corner of this map. When I swap it over.
I see.
As you were currently on, because as you remember this, the place that you were currently at was on the top of a large cliff overlooking the forest. And so you kind of turn around, and now that like the sun has started to rise and it's now becoming full on dawn, you kind of like, even though you're on a mission, you can't help but kind of glance out over the forest, and it is a gorgeous sight. If you weren't currently dealing with life or death situations right now, it would be something you'd want to stop and just look at. But it is a gorgeous sight. There's just stretches from horizon to horizon. In the distance to the north, you see the slate starting to kind of blink out lights of a city as dawn is starting to arrive. But you carry on. You see that a few trees are lining this path along the way. In fact, specifically, we'll do tree there.
I'm gonna say that I imagine Biscuit would want to stay behind since he's not poisoned, he'd stay behind to watch everyone.
Okay, that makes sense.
Just because he's the only sort of healthy one there, even though he's very damaged.
Mm-hmm. I think that makes sense.
Just because I feel bad about leaving him behind.
So yeah, so there's a few trees lining the path here. The question is, which ones are the ones that you need that might have these berries in them? So,
are there any Pokemon nearby?
Give me a perception check.
Proficient. There we go.
Nice. Perception 13, not bad at all. You see that there are a few Pokemon just kind of milling about, that are kind of going along their own, doing their own thing, living their own lives. As far as anything, like you can see, there's like a couple Caterpie just kind of out and about. There's a couple by this tree over here. If you zoom out, you'll be able to see them.
Yeah.
I'll zoom out for chat in a bit. Just Caterpie just kind of existing. You see that there's like a Chikorita over here on this rock, on this cliff side, which I will say all the vertical lines you see means that there's a change in elevation.
Yeah.
So just to make sure you're aware of that. Just kind of filling this out
That's
for
all
what
it says,
you do see.
the Caterpie and the Chikorita.
You see that there, you see even though it's hard to see because of the cliffs that you're currently on, you do see there's a deerling down at the bottom left. Since it's still dawn, I'd imagine that Zigzagoon would be around. So let me zoom out so that chat can see what's going on here. Make sure they can see everything. I can't, unfortunately, scroll to the left to better center it because it is as wide as it will be.
Rat has a dip.
Okay, no worries. Goodbye, Rat. We will try to keep Pixie alive. Have fun if you are able to. Good luck with everything. And much love to you. You're gone already, so cool. But yeah, that's what they can see around them so that chat can be aware of what's going on as well. It seems like nothing is outwardly openly hostile towards you, but there are Pokemon around that you might have to navigate around or maybe compete with some territory or something.
I certainly hope I don't. Okay. 30 feet. I'm going to, even though Wanderers would probably not want this to happen, Yuki's rushing out into a clearing and is just going to shout out, "Please, someone help! We need berries! Our friends are hurt!"
Interesting. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check as you shout this out to try and persuade people to come to your assistance and aid.
Charisma, right?
Yep, charisma.
17.
Excellent. The sheer severity and kind of desperation in your voice actually kind of speaks out to some of these Pokemon as they kind of acknowledge your plea for help and kind of look over at you. And actually from this bush right here emerges a Bulbasaur.
Baba.
Who kind of emerges, Baba. Kind of looks over at you and asks, What are you looking for?
Some of our friends are poisoned, but some of them have been knocked out. And it might be clear to the Bulbasaur being part poison type that there's like a purple tinge across Yuki's cheeks, making it obvious that she's poisoned too. But even if she's not saying it out loud.
So both of Fractal and Yuki will go and take the 2 poison damage as it kind of pulses across your body.
And Yuki will try to play it. Will try to act tough, just because there's an emergency. But she winces as the poison takes its course.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good. So this Bulbasaur kind of like looks out across everyone and kind of like gives this command to try and find the stuff that you're looking for. Tells them to look for. I should look up to see which berry specifically helps with poison. Pecha
berries help with poison, and then there's nothing that revives, but citrus and orange would heal.
Pecha berry. I should add berry, not just Pecha berry, because they wouldn't know the name of it. They would just know what it looks like.
Yeah.
So this
bring
calls
pink heart.
Yeah. Grab the pink berry. Round on one end, pointy on the other. And it kind of like sends us out and starts like its vines kind of reach out, start like directing people into different directions to try and look for stuff. These 2 Caterpie kind of start crawling up this tree. This Zigzagoon disappears into the bush, not really knowing what to do, and was already on its way to go and sleep. So she's like,
someone else will handle it.
I'm gonna head out.
I see you over there, Greg.
These deerling who do not have the ability to grab are just kind of looking at this tree down here to see if they can see anything. This Grookey is climbing up through the trees. This Caterpie is not really near anything to really be of much help. But the Shikrit is looking up at this tree to try and see what it can see. And they're just kind of like scanning the trees, trying to find something of like benefit to you. And so, what are you doing as they're looking?
I'm going to. I don't know. I don't know. Are these bushes right here?
Yes.
Yuki's probably gonna dash over to these and try to see if there's any berries growing in these as well.
Go for it. Go ahead and give me either a perception or nature check.
Which one would nature be?
I believe nature is under intelligence.
Ah, cool. The funny -2. I will do perception.
Understandable. Go for it.
All right, 13.
There it is. 13. 13 is pretty good. You kind of scan the bushes. The bush directly next to you doesn't seem to have anything. But you see that the bush over here has at least a couple fruits growing into it, so you kind of shimmy on over to there instead. And you see that there are a few berries here. Go and do a little luck check. You do see that there are 2 of the small pink berries growing on this bush.
Yes, I will reach up and as best I can with paws pull on the berries.
Okay. Pretty easy to do. That's not something that's hard for you to do. Given your proficiency with covet, you kind of pop them off. So you have 2 berries that might heal poison. Go and take another 2 damage. You can see that Fractal's looking real rough. By the way, what's Fractal doing at the moment?
Fractal is, I guess just kind of watching Yuki. I guess at this point she would probably also go over to a bush, or try to get over near a bush and also start looking.
Go and give me a perception check.
And what is that?
Be wisdom.
Oh, the exact same roll.
Excellent. So similarly, you find there's seemingly no berries in this bush. You could grab all the berries in this bush. But as you're looking around, you do see that another creature has kind of emerged from the from down the path. As this kind of larger, kind of like serpentine creature that has still kind of has arms and legs though, kind of emerges. And it's kind of like glaring in your direction. It seems like this might be its turf. And you can see the Bulbasaur is already kind of like moving to intercept. You also see this Chikorita is launching some like razor leaves up into the tree to cut off some berries. Has about three what are they? Oron berries drop out of the tree. So you have 2 Pecha berries and 3 Oron berries available to you, except the Oron berries over here. So you'd have to go and grab those. But for Yuki, what are you doing with those 2 Pecha berries that you have?
Since Yuki is poisoned and Fractal is poisoned, Yuki's going to rush over to Fractal and drop the berries and roll one in front of Fractal. Here, eat this, quick.
Does Fractal eat it?
Fractal. Oh yeah, absolutely, without hesitation.
Sounds good.
And yeah, Yuki will eat as well.
Alrighty. So you both eat these berries, curing your poison. So you are no longer poisoned. You may. So you are no longer bleeding out your health, which is fortunate.
I don't know if there would be a roll associated with this, but is it possible that I could convince you that Yuki would eat half of it and then try to take the other one back to give to someone else? Because I as far as I remember, I wasn't very badly poisoned, but like Belos was, but there were just other people that were poisoned.
And there are other people who were poisoned, but in order to cure poison, you'd have to eat the whole thing.
Gotcha. I was just asking.
There's a whole economy of like, oh well, I just eat half of this, but it costs the whole thing. So, just for ease, you have to eat the whole thing.
Just figured I'd ask.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I can't type. So I was checking to see if a certain thing was something are you accounted for, and the answer was no. So what does this one do? Okay. You see that that the caterpies over here seem to like make like a noise and start crawling down the tree, and kind of like they have like these pink berries like stuck to their proboscises, and they kind of like them down the cliff towards Wanders, and Wanders kind of like catches them and starts moving over towards you. 20, and kind of sets these down, and you see these kind of pink berries that are rounded on one end and kind of like spiral into a point on the other end, which look similar to Pecha, but are definitely, like, as far as like description goes, where round on one end and pointy on the other, but are very clearly not the right ones.
Yeah, I think I know what those are too.
You might, but Yuki does not.
Yeah, I know.
But Yuki can recognize that this is not the same type of berry that you were looking for. Whether what it does and how effective it might be in doing something, you're unsure. But
I don't think these are the right berries, but they've got to do something, right?
Wanderers goes, I don't know, I guess. You see the caterpillars are giving as much of a thumbs up motion as a caterpillar can. They're pretty confident they have achieved what they wanted. They have found pink berries that are round and pointy. They're like, me.
Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Fractal's just saying, well, I don't think it could hurt to take it back anyway.
That's a good idea. I'll take these back, and I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay.
And then I'll pick both of the berries up by the stems and rush off
Okay, okay.
over that way.
So Yuki heads off, heads back. So Fractal, you're left behind as Yuki takes those berries back to the other group. 20. These two started to confront each other. The Grookey lands on the ground and starts moving towards you. Wanders moves over to start checking some other bushes. What are you gonna do, Fractal?
Fractal's gonna follow Wanders because, like, Wanders is a stranger, but they're the most familiar stranger, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't really want to be alone.
Understandable. Makes total sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Just a second. Yeah. So you kind of stick with Wander, just to try and have so you can have some camaraderie with you, someone that you're at least familiar with as Wander kind of roots through these bushes. You hear that the two Pokemon over here are starting to get into like a much louder kind of like shouting match. They're still trying to keep it they're like it's not outright yelling, but they're starting like you can hear their voices kind of getting raised as they're kind of bickering back and forth. This 5, 10, 15, 20. That's got a dash. 5, 10, 15, 20. This I'll just take it all the way. Grookey kind of approaches and drops. This will also slide down if I've dropped off the I think I said 3 Oran berries earlier. Yeah. Drops with the 3 Oran berries. So I'll say so you have 2 Pecha, 2 3 Oran, 2 unknown at the moment. The Grookey actually drops off 3 more Pecha berries, so you now have 5 Pechas total. Well, actually no, you have 3 now because you ate 2 of them, so just say 3 Pecha. So yeah, 3 more Pecha berries kind of dropped off to you from the Grookey. Kind of gives you like a stern nod and moves down this way as you can hear the deerling down here making noise. As it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. As it starts heading that way. Chikorita kind of like stays by your side, kind of watching over here, kind of warily. So yeah, Wanderers doesn't seem to be able to find anything over here. But does kind of push one of the Oran berries over to you if you would like to eat it to heal.
Yes.
Go for it.
Fractal's gonna do that.
So that would be 2d4 plus 2.
All right. So let's see if I do this right. Yay! Okay.
Hey, so you heal 7 points of health. So yeah, you feel much better as you kind of feel this like healing wave kind of wash over you. Wanderers actually pushes the other 2 Oran berries towards you and says, "Hey, take these back to the groups. Heal some of the people that are unconscious. Get them back up so they can help look."
Okay.
Kind of rolls them over to you.
And she nods and gently puts them in her mouth and runs off.
All right. So we'll hop back over here for a moment. As we zoom back in. So Yuki, as you return, you find that that at the moment everyone seems to have been knocked unconscious. And Bits is kind of like looking around, a little freaking out because of the fact that everyone's unconscious, being the only one who is not poisoned. And I get like in like her panic, it started to kind of like push the web out of the way to try and start clearing it out because she doesn't know what else to do. And so what do you do as you return? You see that, like, even though they are unconscious, you can see that these two are still seem to be poisoned. You see like like their skin are just like flush, and they have that faint purple tinge to them, just like you did.
Well, I'm going to because I assume there is, and Mudkip, you can confirm or deny this. Like, since I assume there is absolutely no other way for Sylvie to eat.
Yeah.
Yuki plops one of the pecha berries into its open head, to hopefully it'll just dissolve into its body.
That you and Fractal ate the 2 pecha berries, and then you left before the other.
Right.
3 were brought.
Right. Yes.
So you have the 2 unknown berries at the moment.
Of the 2 unknown berries. Well, then I'm gonna make an educated guess and assume that they're not pecha berries. So I'm gonna instead give them I'll gently place one in, like, just kind of put it in Rosa's mouth.
All right. I'd say that you probably you walk up to it to Rosa and kind of almost like hover over and just kind of like squeeze it in your paws and let the juice kind of pour into
That's fair to say.
Mouth. So you kind of just poured into Rosa's mouth. The body just kind of just naturally pours into her throat. And at the moment, seemingly no effect, but you do have a second one if you want to try and do something with that as well. Or do you want to stay here and wait to see what Rosa does?
I'm going to rush over to Pixie.
Alrighty.
And do the same. I don't have time to sit around and wait to see what happens. I just gotta do
Once
something.
Again,
and I'm actually, while I pass Biscuit, I'm gonna say, go down that path. Fractal is looking for berries with wanders. And I'll say Biscuit, having moved enough of the web to move around, is just like, oh, okay, and runs off.
All right. Biscuit actually passes by Fractal on the way in as Fractal comes back with Oron berries and pecha berries in hand.
I lost Biscuit off the side of the map.
That's fine. Biscuit doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
But at this time, you see that Rosa kind of sputters and spits and kind of starts to wake up a bit as she suddenly regains a good swath of her health, but she seems to be still kind of out of it a bit as she is considered confused.
What the fuck? Just out of context, was that a Mago berry?
Yes.
Thought so. Okay. Does it confuse?
It technically says that let me go find it again. Is that it confuses Pokemon that dislike sweet food, but I'm just trying to balance it out between it healing half your health, and giving it a drawback.
You get half your health healed.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I feel like that's a decent compromise.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do that.
We can say it's like those fruit in Africa that drop. And all the animals eat them, but then the ones that have to wait for them to drop off the tree, all the fruit's fermented, so they eat it and get drunk.
Hell
We can just say that Mago berries are like that. They're just they're drunk. They're drunk
Nice.
berries.
Pixie similarly regains half her health. She's now up to 14. And is also confused and is content with just laying on the ground. Just
Yuki's gonna
endless tongue lolling out of mouth.
Yuki's gonna just pet Pixie's head gently. Just take it easy. Just wait until you feel better. We're gonna go get more help. Pep, pep.
Pixie kind of gives you like a very lazy just nod. As Fractal returns with 2 Oron berries and 3 more Pecha berries.
Honey.
Fractal is going to find Yuki. Yeah. So she's gonna move. Let's see. 5, 10, 15. She's gonna get to about here, and she's gonna shout like, "Who else needs help?"
As Yuki's gonna run to go past Fractal, but she's gonna answer. Belos right here needs one, and Sylvie the cup.
Cup.
And I'm gonna lean. I'm gonna lean in and whisper to Fractal. Between you and me, I don't really know how Sylvie eats, so maybe just put it in her head.
Put in head.
And then I give Fractal the wink, and rush off to catch up to Biscuit.
All right. So Fractal, you're left alone again. Except Pixie and Rose are at least awake now. They're just kind of out of it. They look a little drunk, a little tipsy. But you're left to kind of tend with both Bellows and Sylvie. Which, with how far I had zoomed out, I thought it said Sylvia. I was like, no, that's not the name.
I guess since I'm closest to Bellows, I will help them first.
So what do you do with Bellows?
I guess I need to pick one of the berries and like try to feed it to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess the pink ones. Fractal remembers those were the ones that were the big deal.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll try to feed one of those to Bellows first.
Okay. So I assume that Yuki would have told Fractal that she's been kind of like squeezing them into the liquid into them. So I assume you do similar.
Also, I squeezed them really hard until juice came out.
Yeah. So you kind of squeeze and juice the Pecha berry into Bellows' mouth, which you can see the color start to kind of return to Bellows' face. Still very pale, being unconscious, but like the purple tinge kind of like seeps out and returns to a relatively normal skin tone. Scale tone, leather tone, whatever
rock skin tone,
yeah, rock tone, green rock tone, whatever.
Green,
blurple, breen. Anyway, but so it seems like Bellows is no longer poisoned.
All right. So,
Mudkip, you get to narrate how Sylvie eats.
Well,
Okay.
hold on. Fractal's still working with Bells at the moment.
Yeah.
So she's gonna kind of nudge them and be like, "Hey, can you hear me?"
Seemingly no response. He's still unconscious, but
Fractal's pacing back and forth. She doesn't really know what to do.
oh, so you do have the 2 more Oron berries that you brought over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think she's gonna feed him one of those.
Alrighty, so go ahead and do the same thing. 2d4 plus 2 for me. That'll be how much Bellows heals. So if you want, you can just press up on the D-pad on like the arrow keys, and it'll do it for you. Hey, another 7.
Interesting.
Kind of with a deep cough, like as it's kind of like just suddenly like body waking up from a poisonous shock. Bellows kind of like comes to wakes up and kind of becomes more alert and comes to attention, looks up at you and says, thanks. Oh, that was not fun. Oh, I do not recommend that to anyone. Kind of like hucks up some like purple goop that's kind of stuck in his windpipe. Just gets that out and just.
Are you okay?
I've been better, admittedly. Physically and as far as our pride goes, but I'm alive, and you are too. Kind of glance around and let's say says, and it seems like most of us are as well.
Yeah,
good.
some others ran to find more berries, and I just ran back here. You're the first person I woke up, but I think I need to go pay attention to Sylvie now.
Yeah, of course, go for it. I'm going
Okay.
to breathe.
Yeah,
Just
shout if you need me.
he just kind of gives you a nod as he's just kind of like focusing on stuff.
All right, so Fractal's gonna come over here.
Alrighty.
Fractal is gonna be very confused about what to do with Sylvie.
You see cup.
She will, remembering Yuki, she will insert berry into top of cup. She will kind of roll it in there with her nose.
Like when you take like whenever you like dig into like the ice box and you just get like a way too big chunk of ice and you just kind of drop it into your glass of water, just like and like half the water kind of like splashes out onto your hand. That's basically what happens. You just kind of this big berry into like that doesn't like it kind of like gets stuck on the side a bit. And you kind of like bat it down a bit to get it into the actual cup. Sylvie, how does that work?
Yeah, so the
Especially since you're unconscious at the moment.
you plop a berry in there.
Plop.
I like a plop. I like to think Sylvie is just like resting like a cup on a saucer, just like sitting fully on the ground, maybe tilting a little bit, like they landed on a rock and are like slightly at an angle.
Mm-hmm.
You plop it in there, and it kind of sinks down at first, and then comes back up, and is like bubbling like something you put in like fucking hydrochloric acid, and the berry
Oh god.
you see the berry melting away, and it just like slowly becomes nothing in the cup, and then you
It somehow
see
reaches a hand out and it's like,
yeah. Looks like the fucking Mortal Kombat stage fatality when you punch someone into the pit. They're like, ah!
You come to the sudden and shocking realization that fruit have souls.
Berries are alive. And then you see the liquid in Sylvie's cup becomes slightly less purple, a less distressing purple than it was before.
Indeed.
It's just its usual amount of,
That tea's gone bad.
It's its normal amount of the TikTok of the girl drinking kombucha.
Alright. Do you do the same for the oranberry, or do you do something different? Alright. Second horn of oranberry shoved into cup. Go ahead.
And Fractal's gonna take a few like tiny steps back because she didn't like what she saw.
Understandable. You take a step back. So Grace, go ahead and do the same 2d4 plus 2 for me. Ooh, not as great, but still.
ouch.
That's 2 nat 1s on the d4. As
Better
you
than
push
nothing.
the oranberry, into Sylvie, you see this one, oranberries being more similar to like blueberries. It starts to dissolve, but then becomes that sort of like blueberry mush. Ugh. And
Like foamy, foamy mush.
Yeah, the skin like peels off of the oranberry, and it just like dissolves. And it not dissolving as fully as like regularly consuming it has just like hindered the ultimate amount of healing it can do. But it did some. And then you see
It did something.
yeah. the purple liquid, it starts to bubble up a bit, and then like you see the like yellow spiral in the top kind of like returns to it and does a quick spin, and then Sylvie, their eyes like shoot open and they're like you see, even though their mouth is just a decal on the front of the cup, they still somehow like cough up some of this purple liquid. They use the like hand coming off of the handle to like steady themselves, and then like with a like a wobbly, like kind of unsteady shaking arm, push themselves hovering back up into the air, and then grab the handle and kind of get their bearings. They see Fractal, and they go, I know I'm like full of poison. That shit still sucks.
Fractal's like, language.
I'm sorry, were you dead?
Also, have you seen your trainer?
Also, yeah.
Rude.
I don't understand her a lot, but it sounds very vulgar. But
Hard cut to Charlotte in the woods. I'm tired of this fucking woods and this hunting forest.
Tired of these fucking woods. Now someone's fucking talking about me.
But Sylvie looks up, distressed, but ultimately glad to not be unconscious from poison, and goes, yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are you okay?
I am. You know what? I'm gonna spell this out for you. I was a person that died and is now a cup full of poison. I'm okay as I can be.
Fractal just kind of slowly nods.
Okay. Sylvie's making this like weird intense eye contact, just being like, "Do you get it? Do you fucking get it? Look at the position I'm in. Look at who I am."
I'm already a cup of poison. I'm a cup of different poison.
I just love the idea of like the eyes are decals, but somehow they become more intense.
The ghost kind of like slides out with a Sharpie and just kind of draws angry eyes on the cup.
Draws angry eyes.
Well, those eyes do move. It can emote.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it can.
But that's funnier this way.
Time for you to meet Mr. Angry Eyes.
Which I will say, something I've just learned is apparently the Oron berry is meant to be an orange, just with an opposite color, not a blueberry.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Didn't know that.
Yep.
It looks exactly like a blueberry.
Yeah, I don't remember what tipped me off, but it's supposed to be an orange berry. Or an orange.
Yes, the orange berry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder, are oranges considered berries?
No.
Those are fruit.
I mean, you'd be surprised. A banana is a fucking berry.
Is an orange a berry?
A strawberry's not even a fucking berry.
Nope.
They are a subtype of berry called...
subtype of berry.
Yep.
That's stupid.
Hesperia.
There you go.
Reject it.
You have been stopped.
You on topic questions, please.
Because I don't want to. You have been stopped. Off-topic questions.
That's an off-topic question. You have been stopped.
Yep, like other berries, oranges have 3 fleshy layers.
Gross.
Fleshy layers.
Yum. Just like me.
I got 3 of those.
2 or more seeds.
3
and
fleshy
develop from
layers.
1 flower with 1 ovary.
3 fleshy layers. My skin, my sweat, and my sweaty clothes.
Does that mean that like humans are berries? Because we have fleshy layers, have 2 or more seeds. If I guess you have a penis.
We got a ton of seeds. Except me.
And
my sperm count is dying.
People call Vagoo flowers that have ovaries. So where are berries?
Is you have to have ovaries, so only people with ovaries can be.
No, you develop from an ovary.
Oh, is that the requirement?
Yeah, develop from 1 flower with 1 ovary. So I guess people who are only born
Gross.
from a person who has only one ovary
okay.
is a berry.
So
A very
humans are just
specific
so
type of-
humans are just freaks of nature.
Yes. Next question.
You got 2 ovaries, you freak.
The fuck is wrong with you? What do you need 2 for? Gross. But yeah, anything else you two want to say to each other as you've have seen this grotesque display of berry consumption?
No.
So, Sylvie goes, look, do you think I like that I'm this either? Look at the. Do you see what this? This is a cup. This is a
Sylvie.
teacup.
Sylvie, love yourself.
If I trip too hard, I'm fucking gone.
I am
This
tableware.
This teacup isn't even real. It's a fucking fake teacup.
This is a bad time to have a midlife crisis. Or an existential crisis.
Look at my ass. Do you see an authentic marking down there?
Actually, do you? I can't tell. I haven't been able to look.
I've never seen a mirror.
My reflection disappears. I can't.
I'm a ghost.
When will my reflection appear?
Life is hell.
Life is pain.
I
hate
like
this. Fractal's just gonna say, okay, Sylvie, calm down. Don't stress yourself out.
Sylvie's still like fully going in, and then there's like a hard shift where they just go, yeah, anyways, thanks. I don't like poison.
You're welcome. Let me know
Like-
if you need anything.
Just like hovers off.
Woo.
Fractal will remember this.
Rosa, who's been next to you the entire time, just looks at you and just
You guys are fucking
Shrugs.
weird.
Weird.
This is why I hang out with her.
It's just like, was that guy a cup? That's so crazy.
just lays back down.
You
Lay
can't just
specifically
ask people
on
why they're a
Freckles'
cup.
tail. The comfy tail.
You're like a Pokemon, right? Then why are you a cup? Fractal, you can't just ask people why they're a cup.
Watch me. So we'll slide back over to this. Let me zoom this back out so that they can see. Right, now that things are a bit close together, I can actually.
Oh, and
Here. Nice sound effects. Appreciate it.
I had to plop Biscuit and Yuki back in.
Good old plop plop.
Get out of here.
You do the pop pop, you gotta plop plop, am I right? Oh. Anyway,
Whoa!
so what's happened as you've been gone is that the Geeky went down here and grabbed the berries from this tree that the deerlings were wanting, and has returned and has plopped down next to Wanders some other berries that look even different, but are still technically what was asked for, of being round and pointy. As you see these pink berries drop on the ground that have this green like stalk sticking out of the other end, and it's like rounded and then like kind of thicker at the top, and then has like a tiny point sticking out of the bottom. As they're kind of dropped, as Dakota frantically Googles what this thing is.
Shut I have no idea.
Has two of them kind of dropped in front of Wanders, and the Wanders like looking at them is like, I guess that's technically what we wanted. And Geeky just kind of goes, this is what the deerlings had, so this is what we got. Just kind of just rolls in towards Wanders, and Wanders like looks over at like Biscuit is also here by now. Looks over at you as you arrive. You can see that the two over here have started kind of like kind of fronting up on each other, like they might start fighting. And so Yeah, you just see these other 2 pink berries.
All right. Biscuit's gonna grab, and since Biscuit is bipedal, can carry a bit more, so they're gonna grab all the berries that are here, and head on back. Bye bye, Biscuit.
Oof.
And I'm gonna glance past the Grookey, and then like ask it like, "Hey, are they all right? What are they fighting about?"
Wander kind of leans over and says, "I think the taller one thinks that this is their kind of area, their like territory, and the smaller one is trying to back off and let us do what we're doing. From what I've overheard, it seems like the Bulbasaur is kind of has tried to stake its own claim in this area because no one here likes the other guy, and they're kind of getting into it right now. Might start fighting soon."
We don't have time for this. They can settle their own stuff.
Which at this point you hear kind of from above a loud like screech, like this like bird screech, like a caca type thing. That was terrible. It's like a I don't know. I can't do sound effects.
Is that my cue?
Yes, as both Yuki and Wander look up and see a bird with a big white afro head kind of circling above them, about 30 feet up.
I'll put the wing on. I am flying.
Yeah.
We can just assume that Lumi is here too because Lumi was following Senshi.
Yeah. I assume that Lumi's like a little bit behind.
Yeah.
Or do you think that Lumi would have gone back to try and guide the trainers to this point, and since she's now kind of joining them to keep track of them?
Yeah, that's fair to say.
Okay. Also, I hate that the thing that Mudkip posted, everything looks really delicious. In the player chatting.
Oh.
It's like all this stuff.
Oh my god, I want an Oran macaroon now.
I want the fucking Oran cheesecake.
Justin, that is a pie.
What the fuck ever? Suck my nards. Suck my Oran berries. Shut up, hello, welcome.
Anyway,
we'll
great.
soon,
Now I get to figure out a voice for Senshi. Yeah. So there's the screech, and then Senshi flutters down to meet them and lands about. If I can click on them again, lands about here. There you are. The humans are looking for you all. Where did you go?
Wander is immediately like sweating. He kind of glances at Yuki like,
Yuki glances back at Wanders and decides to tell the truth. This one, Wanders, wanted to go on a little journey, but promised we'd be back by morning, but we got caught up in a little trouble, and he helped us get out of it.
There's this broad, nervous smile on Wanders. Which, by the way, if you've thought about it, what would you consider to be Senshi's like wild name of before Senshi was caught? Like what would you say describes Senshi's actions and personality?
I'll have to get back to you on that.
Okay. Because I have a vague idea, but I want you to come up with it instead.
What you got?
Mighty was I just had it and it's gone. It was bold of action.
I like that. I'll keep it.
Sounds good.
If that gets brought up, that's fine.
Yeah. More so out of curiosity, because I think it's fun to have those types of like, this is what they're called amongst like the Pokemon themselves, and then
Yeah.
what the trainers call them.
And I'd thought about Yuki because Yuki was technically wild. And I had decided that whatever Yuki's was, she decided to forget in favor of what Ryu calls her.
That's fair. Yeah, I feel like even if the stars you have were wild at some point, they've spent so much time that that's kind of become their primary name and what they respond to. They might still remember what their name used to be, but like they're probably more comfortable with the name that they've been kind of given, because that's why they're okay with the names that like their trainers given, because the names that you have in the wild are names that are given to you. You never get to choose your own name. It's names that other people refer to you as because of how you act and do things. So it's kind of the thing of honor when someone grants you a name or grants you a new name. Like the names are very in fluctuation with a lot of people of depending on your deeds and what you do and stuff. For instance, the Nuzleaf that you fought, whenever it awakens and like is back in like Pokemon Society, from Bellows' like reports, instead of being called Diligent Softfoot, would be called like Deceptive Softfoot. Because betrayal.
Yeah.
So
He'll be forever branded a deceptive.
Exactly. And has
Deceptatron.
would have to work to like change that. So
Yes.
yeah.
And then, yeah, so Yuki gives Senshi the spiel, and he's just like, I don't care about the details. They're just worried about you all.
Wander kind of steps forward and says, I'm sorry for making everyone worry. I wasn't planning on a lot of this happening, actually. Wanna join? Just kind of like a sly smile, like, eh?
Don't push your luck.
That's fair.
And then Senshi glances back and forth. Well, I see a lot of Pokemon here, but where's the others?
Oh, they're actually back a little farther up the path, kind of resting and recuperating. We had a very dangerous kind of run-in with a very big Ariados. Very big. But they're fine now, I think. They're fine, right? I haven't actually been back there yet.
A big Ariados? I missed it on all the fun.
Hard cut back to everyone almost dying. Cuts back to this. Uh-huh. So much fun.
Yeah, Yuki butts in. It wasn't fun, I assure you. Says you.
You see that these two have gone into full-fledged like fisticuffs now. You see the Bulbasaur's a little outnumbered, outpaced in strength, but holding its own still. But that's just kind of happening over here. Just kind of getting into a little fight. Separate to what's going on over here. It seems like something might be moving in to try and back them up. But
Senshi catches notice of it and leans over to Wanders. Looks kind of fun. My money's on the big one.
Wanders looks
Wait, my money. I don't know what money is. my bet's on the big one.
My collection of seeds on the big one. Wanders kind of looks at the other three Pokemon who are kind of like approaching and says, frankly, I'd bet on the small one. But that's just me. As this Caterpie sprays some string shot onto this thing, is like, what the fuck? It kind of wanders, looks over at Senshi, like gives him like a sly smirk, like, you're on. You already said it.
That's fun.
And so, as you all kind of watch as the other Pokemon join in on Bulbasaur's side because they're tired of this one's shit, And just
All right,
eventually...
DM. Now run this entire encounter on your own. Go for it.
And we're done.
Oh no, they pummel it.
Oh no, what's happened?
The other one flees as it is beaten out of its territory, and now the Bulbasaur is in charge. Yay!
Yay, Boss Bulbasaur.
Woo! It attacks. No.
Ah!
But
Here
yeah.
comes the dragon.
So she's like, bring it on, frog boy.
So technically, Cinchi has lost that bet of seeds, which I'm sure Cinchi is not very happy about. But Wanders also doesn't know what to do with a bunch of seeds. So it's like, oh, you can actually have these back. I don't eat seeds.
Your loss.
More for the fun of it, but I'm definitely gonna rub it into that I
Mudkip, remember back when we had Senshi and Lumi fly off to find everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Since it's morning now, we're assuming that all of our trainers are up and looking, and since Senshi rolled a 20, it was pretty much guaranteed that I was gonna be able to find everyone. So now Senshi has shown up.
Yeah, because I will say, like, it's since dawn. About an hour and a half has passed since dawn. So, like, it wasn't an instant find. It was still, like, since she had to look for you all. But since she did finally notice, partially because of the fight of, like, the noise and, like, the fire from Pixie and, like, all the effects of what was happening with the fight kind of drew Cinchi's attention. And that's how he found you so easily. But it's still, Cinchi's still been looking for about an hour, kind of circling over the forest. So... but yeah, so with the new boss of this area, do you all return to the other place?
Before we leave, Yuki's gonna run over to the Bulbasaur and
He's a
bow
little
her
bit
head.
wounded, has like a couple cuts across his body, but looking confident and determined.
Yuki's gonna bow her head briefly.
Bows in return.
Sorry I hope I'm not interrupting, but thank you so much for your help. Everyone's getting better.
I'm glad. Glad that we could help, even if it was small. I appreciate that you kind of pushed me into finally taking on the jerk back there. I hope I do a better job than he did.
If you're anything like you've been today, I'm sure you will be.
A slight blush appeared across her cheeks, like, "Oh, thanks. I hope so too. If you need anything, let us know. We're here to help."
I hope that should be it. We need to get back and find our humans.
Kind of tilts her head. Humans?
Yeah. They're like tall. And I point at the Grookey. They kind of look like him, but not green, and they're tall and lanky. They're really nice. We help them out, and they, we live with them.
Kind of give you a slow nod. All right. Good luck with that.
They have
Just gives
forsaken the monkey.
a weird smile.
Also, I point back in the direction whatever that big door is, the ruins. There's a giant Ariados. You guys should be really careful going over there.
Kind of looks over your shoulder, says, Good to know. We don't actually go over there very often, but we'll be extra careful from now on."
Mm-hmm. We took care of it, but there's no way that thing's going down forever.
Kind of looks at everyone else and just kind of gives a determined nod, but you say there's just a little bit of worry behind her eyes. Just not 100% sure, but she still claims that she'll take care of it regardless.
You guys will be great. And then give Bulbasaur a confident nod and run back over to the group to rejoin the group mass.
Alrighty. So you return back to the temple, or this map.
And since she sees everyone, whoa, you guys look rough.
Pixie, half drunk, just sticks up a middle finger from the ground.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah, everyone is at least alive now. You do have these extra unknown berries, which I believe I said you had 3 of them.
I think.
I think so. I want to say that's correct.
And I think I know what they are. Yuki can only make the educated guess. Here, Rosa, stop wiggling and eat this.
Kind of looks at it and
And,
just shrugs and humps. Out of curiosity, what do you think it is?
Is it a person berry?
But it is not.
It's not?
I'm trying to even find. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Interestingly, it is not. But she eats it anyway, and it's kind of seemingly nothing happens.
Damn it. Well, I don't know what these do.
Maybe we should save them.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. So,
Good
anything else you guys would
talk.
like to do before we call it a session? Now it's almost 5.
No.
I'm okay.
I know.
Cool.
I'm going to have Yuki walk over to Belos and say, I know you were having a hard time during that battle, but if you really do want to be the protector of this forest, you gotta train harder and believe in yourself.
You see that it takes him a moment to nod, because you see that he's kind of looking off in the distance, like kind of off the side of the cliff. And like you see he's kind of like very pointedly looking at something, kind of like takes a second, kind of shakes it off, and looks back at you and says, "Thank you. I'll try." And like he's trying his best to like kind of focus on you, but go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I roll like a perception or insight to try and figure out what Bellows like looked off at if he was
Absolutely.
like looking at something? Okay.
Go for it.
Which one would
It
you
would be,
say it would be?
perception, so it'd be a wisdom check if you're proficient in perception for Sylvie.
Okay. I'm only
Can I,
proficient in stealth.
if I'm following his glance, can I try as well?
Go for it.
You said this was a
Wisdom or
wisdom.
perception.
Oh, I have a +2 to wisdom.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Let's do it.
Samesies.
That's a nat 20.
Oh,
shit.
nice.
I'm not shitting you.
So Yuki, you kind of follow it a bit to where in the general direction of where you're looking, where Belle's looking, and like we'll do Yuki first, and we'll go to what Sylvie sees. So Yuki, you see that
Okay.
in the direction that that Belle's looking, because how I describe this is that I'll actually draw it a little bit. Is that if the mountain itself, because you're currently on like a big cliff that overlooks the valley, and then the mountain kind of like curves around and then goes back to where the path is. And then the actual like forest is all around here underneath the like around the mountainside, and then kind of goes here. And the forest kind of extends underneath the cliff a bit. The cliff kind of overhangs by like about that much. You guys are currently right here on this cliff. And the road itself is here. This is the road that leads to the north. So you know that, for instance, your camp was initially Let's use this color. Your camp was here. So this is where the journey started. You remembered that you traveled basically like in this direction and then kind of cut across to here. This is where the seer was. And then you went up the mountain to here. So that's kind of the path you've taken roughly. If you had to guess, like it's not exact, but this is you roughly remember going. You went in like a western direction, then you went north, and you went up the mountain. And there's more forest on this side. Obviously, it's not just on that side. Like huge forest on that side as well. You see that what specifically the Bellows is looking at is near the center of the forest right here is a fairly large crater that's kind of blasted
it's the
into
forest.
the ground. Not a pit, a crater. Like you can see like just a divot. And you can see that like this crater is in near the center of this forest patch that you have that you haven't been to at all. And it's a large crater. It's a good maybe half mile to a mile wide from like the farthest point. It is a huge crater, about a good sunk in. And you see that that's kind of what Bellows is primarily focusing on.
Like Deoxys is here.
What?
I'm sorry, a giant crater in the middle of a forest gives me heavy forest vibes. Like the game.
What Sylvie sees with that natural 20 as you're kind of focusing on the crater itself. Because Yuki, you're kind of looking at it now, you're just kind of wondering why is Bellows focusing on that. Sylvie, though, you see that around the crater itself, all of the trees have a slight kind of purple tinge to them. They kind of slowly like shifts from purple back to green. Around.
God,
this
it's
crater.
the Fortnite aliens.
Oh no!
Oh no!
God damn it. And like the trees are kind of like twisted, kind of like outward away from the crater. And you can see that in the center of the crater is like from this far away, it looks like a sphere, kind of like in the center of the crater.
That's not ominous.
And you can tell that directly from Bellows' eyesight, Bellows is looking directly at that sphere.
Is it a meteorite?
This is several miles away. Like it's hard to like see. This is like standing on like a mountain and trying to see what's at the base of the mountain, like trying to see details. Like it's hard to see like specific details from this far out.
So
can I possibly roll for Senshi, since Senshi has been flying around for an hour and has definitely seen that?
Sure. Well,
just to maybe like see if he knows.
Do you think Senshi's been paying attention to this conversation though? Do you think Senshi has the wherewithal to have interest in what's going on?
He's listening, but it's whether he cares is another story.
All right, fair enough. Then yeah, go ahead and roll perception for Senshi then.
Let me see. Oop. What's that?
Oh.
Nope. He doesn't care.
Nope. Can Sylvie like mosey on over to Senshi and be like, and like with their natural curiosity be like, hey, do you think you'd be able to like check that out? Like like get a closer or like get an aerial view of that? Or I mean, don't go too far, but can you see anything?
Is that giving me an advantage?
Can I give Senshi the help action on that?
Would Senshi be willing to take orders to go and look at this from Sylvie? Like, would Senshi as a character be interested in flying back out?
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Oh yeah. Roll for persuasion.
Can I roll persuasion? Yeah.
Well, first off, what is Senshi's disposition towards this initially? Towards this idea?
Initially, he's going to say, "What? I've been flying around for an hour."
Now go ahead and roll.
All right. Okay.
Persuasion.
I dropped it. Okay. What is that?
Charisma based.
Charisma -1. Here we go, baby.
Woo!
That's a nat 1, baby. Hell yeah!
Oh my God, are you kidding
Solid
me?
0.
So
What? I've been flying around forever, Cup. Leave me alone.
Sylvie starts to talk and then
Hi.
just vomits.
Since he retches up his lunch into its head.
No!
yeah,
Just
just
pull
shoot up
over the liquid
worms
back
in your-
onto Senshi and like. Sylvie turns away, like hovers off. It's like, okay, I don't know what that guy's problem is.
Anyway.
As you were saying.
Anything else that you like? Bella's kind of like shifted focus back over to Yuki since you're talking to him. So,
Something the matter with that big hole?
he kind of like eyes kind of go wide a little bit, realizing that you've noticed, and he kind of shakes his head. Yeah, it's fine. That's where my parents are, I guess, if that makes sense. It's where they passed, at least. So you get the feeling like he was looking at it. Go ahead and give me an insight check for Yuki, which is another wisdom check if you're not proficient in insight.
Okay.
Oh,
Hot damn,
baby!
that's a 20.
Oh, baby!
You can see in Bellows' eyes that he was looking towards that crater for several reasons. He tends to look towards it for strength because that is where his parents passed and where their bodies still lay. And so he looks to it for kind of like as a way to center himself, to think, and as a form of guidance. But in the moment, he's also looking towards that crater as a form of kind of self-flagellation, realizing that he failed in protecting all of you and was too weak to actually do anything in this like encounter. And is kind of looking out towards that crater resentfully and remorsefully, realizing that well within view of his parents' graves, he failed in the one job he had kind of tasked himself to do. And there's a deep weight of guilt weighing on him at the moment.
I'm gonna take a step forward and place a paw on Bellows' shoulder. Hey,
Spider
it's
crawls
okay. No. It's okay. I know you feel like you messed up today, but you live to fight another day.
He kind of like instinctively looks down to the ground, kind of avoiding eye contact with you, and just kind of breathes. Like you feel like the shoulders rise and drop of like a deep like sigh, which says, there's only so many days I can mess up that bad. One day I won't have someone who can bring me back to consciousness like this.
Yuki's eyes like widen for a moment. I know. Why don't you come with us?
Tilts down and slightly looks up at you. And, what do you mean?
Come with us on our journey with our humans. They're all really nice, and I feel like maybe if one of them wanted to help you train, you'd get super strong, and then one day you could return back here and protect it like you want to.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. Charisma, right?
Yep. Pretty good roll. You see that he's initially kind of like not resentful, but kind of pushing against that idea. Specifically because his whole goal is to be the protector of the force. You can't be a protector of something if you're not there to protect it. But he is also well aware that currently the forest is being protected by what the wild Pokemon referred to as Red Glare Tree Marker, but as, the big monkey.
Is he saying all this?
You can see, you can kind of, I mean, still going off that 20, that natural 20 inside, you're kind of just reading this on his face. He's kind of processing this and realizing that, which means that you can react to this information. So you are becoming aware of it as you see, this kind of, facial journey that he's on.
So I can speak up?
Absolutely.
Okay. Then I'm going to add that big Pokemon, what was his name? Red something?
You can just call him Tree Marker.
Tree Marker. She took up the mantle to protect the forest for now. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to, take some time away and get stronger. You can come back and relieve her of her duty.
Maybe. She really doesn't like having that responsibility. So I know that she would not be opposed to it, I guess, but...
All the more reason to go out and get stronger. There are only so many Pokemon in this forest, but where we're going, we're fighting all kinds of strong Pokemon and getting stronger every day.
I'll be honest, you drive a pretty hard bargain. Do you think any of your trainers would even want me around, though?
Absolutely.
Kind of scratched the back of his head. Kind of.
I can think of one in particular who likes really rough and tumble Pokemon.
Flash over to Biscuit, who should be here. I forgot to place Biscuit's token.
I will glance over at Biscuit and give a wink.
Rough and tumble. Biscuit's kind of who is currently actually I'd say Biscuit is over here at this waterfall, frantically washing off her paws of the webbing, which is also washing off the honey, but necessary sacrifice just to get the webbing off of her paws. She kind of glances over at you and just back in the water.
Bad example, but she's the exception.
He gives you a very incredulous look, but it's okay. I'd be willing to try, I guess. See if they'd be interested in letting me tag along. Do you think they'd be okay with me eventually leaving, though?
I don't really know how we'd tell them, but I just remembered.
Oh, you know exactly how you
Yeah, I know exactly. If the one I'm thinking of is the one that ends up training you, I know he'll be okay with it. It'll be hard, but I know he'll want what you want.
Okay.
Okay, if Sylvie can overhear this, do you think they'd be able to float over and chime in?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna float over here. Just kind of take the fucking wingman position on Yuki here. Pull in and be like, and I don't know if she'd end up being the one that trains you, but I know personally that my mom has a really soft spot for all the Pokemon in our group, even the ones that she isn't personally caring for and raising. But and even if I know, as Yuki said, I know one of our guys would really, you'd probably fit right in with him and his team, but she really cares for lots of Pokemon, so I'm sure she'd love to have you around and help you get stronger as well, and I'm sure you might even have a few things to show her and the rest of the group.
Pixie drunkenly stumbles over, uses Bellows' head as a lean thing. Just what are you guys talking about?
Snabba.
And Bellows' head is now at a good 35-degree angle now. Just
Pixie's tongue is hanging out, so she can't say schnubble. She just goes snobble.
Snobble. Drooling onto Bellows' head.
You talking about my human? She's great.
A+.
Sylvia like floats over, takes the spectral hand, and is like patting Pixie's back. It's like, all right, let's go get you some water. We gotta
come on, buddy.
Work this off.
Does anyone have control over Pixie right now?
No.
Not me.
I'm gonna make Pixie roll a Constitution saving throw for me as you pat her back.
the healing touch of patting a drunk person's back. Nope, doesn't work.
Oh no.
You pat Pixie's back, and much like how you pat a like a baby, you pat a couple times, just
oh god, Pixie pukes.
It just vomits up, like over Bellows' shoulder, and Bellows like, ah! Why?
Oh god! Get your fucking tongue!
It just kind of like shoves Pixie off. Pixie kind of stumbles down the stairs and back onto her butt, just falls back asleep. And Bellows just like, come on! And just kind of runs over and like shoves Biscuit out of the way. And just like starts shoveling water onto his shoulder to clean it off.
Oh, gross.
He's just not having a good day now. Just like he was like having a nice heart-to-heart with Yuki, now they're just covered in vomit. That's all like pink colored from both the Pecha berry and the other berry.
Off topic, but I love in like anime when they censor vomit by just making it rainbow and glittery.
Yeah. And they add like a little twinkle sound effect too, so it's like you hear like the
yes. I'm not even mad that they censor it because it's funnier. With that done, Yuki's gonna shoot a glare at Pixie, who I know doesn't care, and rush over
fully
to
asleep now.
rush over to rejoin Bellows and just clear her throat. Anyway, I know one of our humans would love to accept you.
Kind of washing shoulder off and just like, I appreciate that. I'll give it a chance at the very least. See what it's like. Worst case, they say no, and I go back to what I was doing. Best case,
actually, worst case, they say ew.
A single tear.
I love that meme so much. Worst she can say is no. Ew.
But I feel like this is a good place to stop for today.
Absolutely.
You've all recouped. You've survived the battle, kind of healed. Maybe have a new permanent companion. Scroll a little bit so they can, instead of being covered by Mudkip's name.
What?
But yeah, I think.
Oh wait, actually, do we still have one of those orange berries? I'm curious.
You probably have one left, yeah.
One final thing. Can you plop that Nuzleaf back on the board?
Are you gonna heal
shit.
the Nuzleaf?
Just put it back on the board.
Oh my god.
I think it's around here when he passed out.
Yeah, doesn't matter. While Bellows and Yuki are discussing, Biscuit takes one of the orange berries and walks over to the Nuzleaf and crams it roughly into Nuzleaf's mouth and waits for it to wake up.
My chair's not here. I don't have to worry about honor.
Yeah. Wake up, you!
All right, go ahead and roll the 2d4 plus 2.
R2d4 plus. That's an equal sign. That's a minus. God damn it. Plus 2. 8.
Damn, best healing of the day goes to
Biscuit in the fit of rage.
These biscuits. Yeah, Biscuit stuffs the orange berry into his mouth and slaps him on the cheeks a couple times. Hey,
just, like,
wake up!
Mush the face, the mouth together to chew it up. Just just chunks of oranberry getting launched into Yuki's face. Or say Biscuit is doing this, or Yuki's doing this?
Biscuit's doing this.
Oh, okay.
While Yuki and Bellows are talking.
Just
Oh, like he spits up?
Yeah, like just spits because like he just suddenly breathes in some of the oranberry and starts coughing up chunks of oranberry onto Biscuit's face.
Okay, good. Well, Biscuit will wipe that off.
Just he kind of looks up at Biscuit. What happened? Hey.
Hey yourself! We got attacked by a giant Ariados, no thanks to you.
What? I didn't do that. What do you mean, no thanks? What? Where'd it come from?
It was under the bridge. Our battle was all noisy and it woke it up and attacked us. And you're lucky we just didn't leave you here to get eaten by it.
I do appreciate that. Just kind of wipes the blue kind of gunk off his face and just kind of instinctively wants to wipe it onto Teddy or onto Biscuit's fur, but it kind of slides past and wipes on the ground instead.
And I'm gonna roll for intimidation, and I'll explain why when I roll.
Go for it.
Not great. Yeah, so Biscuit's gonna grab Nuzleaf by the equivalent of the shirt. However that works. He's just gonna pick him up off the ground.
The nipples.
And she's gonna look him straight in the eye. Now you listen here. There's a lot of Pokemon that could use help, and you're not being a bad guy is not the way to go about it. So you better straighten up.
Which I'm gay. Kind of like looks up at Biscuit, kind of shaking him a bit. And it kind of like admittedly feels a bit bad that like because he can see how badly all the rest of you have been kind of like ran through the ringer. And he remembers that none of you were nearly that bad at the end of their fight. He kind of like, but like the intimidation doesn't go off as well as you were hoping. You are still,
it's more seeing the aftermath of a battle he wasn't awake for
exactly.
than the teddy bear shaking him.
Because like with that heal, he's actually at more health than Biscuit. He's now a bit stronger and more lively than Biscuit is, and he realizes that. And but he is still thankful that you did heal him and bring him back to consciousness. So that like there's this like turmoil inside of him. It's like, man, I just want to be an asshole right now. But these guys also saved my life. But they also kicked my ass. But they can also kick my ass again. And he just kind of like looks down.
Wait. Actually, can I hang on real quick. Fuck, god damn it, Senshi. Never mind. Senshi
I will say
still does not care.
I will say Biscuit does still have that D6 if you want to add that to that 8.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna do that. 1d6.
So instead of an 8, that's
12.
a 12. So better. That
All
definitely
right.
helps the situation. It kind of gives like a solemn nod and says, I guess just I wanted to see what's inside there, and they keep this place such a secret that I wanted to see what would actually be here. Since kind of motions over towards Bellows and wanders, since these jerks never invite anyone.
Well, considering there's an Ariados here, I think maybe it's better off not knowing right now.
It's not here anymore, right? You took care of it. I hope so. Otherwise, where'd it go?
It's still in that pit.
Which I will say, you did remember hearing a loud splash at one point, so...
Yeah, doesn't mean it's dead.
Not true.
Game of Thrones rule, you didn't see it die, it's not dead. Yeah, we took care of it, but that thing will be back. So straighten up. And Biscuit points at the sea dots that were around and the zigzagoon.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's some berries over in that path over there. You should go help your friends.
Kind of looks at all like the friends that he did recruit into this, And she kind of sighs, says, "Yeah, you're right. I kind of messed up. If it means anything, thank you. And I guess I am sorry." Kind of slowly stands himself up and kind of heads off to try and find stuff to heal his companions.
And that's how you tie up loose ends, ladies and gentlemen.
So yeah, so I think that's a good place for us to call it for tonight.
Absolutely.
Let's Grace get to some sleep.
Yes.
Let's me go get some dinner and also drop a hot dump.
No.
Go drop a hot, steamy
Hell yeah.
shit turd.
Coffee shits.
Yep. Hate coffee. But yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out and watching. Sorry it's a shorter episode today, and sorry for this. I don't like it hasn't done this before. This is not the first time I've ran Roll20 at the same time as I've done everything else, but for some reason the frame rate has been jack shit today, and I don't know why.
Yeah, maybe Chrome for Roll20 is just the way to go.
Yeah.
I guess I'd say maybe during sessions just use Chrome, and for everything else you can use Opera if you want to.
Yeah. Yeah, Red Lighting. I do. My webcam is can be one of Pat's can fall into Pat's trope. It's a win for me. Hell yeah. But yeah. Also red shirt and blue wall. Anyway. But yeah. Any last words from everyone?
No.
I hope for future Pokemon controlled sessions in the future.
Yes.
I agree. I think they're fun for sure.
I love acting as Senshi being a little dick.
Yes, I love it. I would love to do more characters in the future.
He's like more unruly Falco.
Yeah.
Normally I don't. Normally we just end on for D&D because you know it's like there's between games and D&D, but we have 8 people here, and my friend Derek's streaming, and they are 7 away from being affiliate followers.
Oh,
Bro,
And
go.
So I want to push you all over there. But we
Follow Diesel. I'm already following, so you got to do it.
Yeah.
It's required. Jolly VG homework. Go do it.
We will most likely be playing again next weekend. We'll see. But see you all then. Hopefully with everyone around and with fewer time constraints, but we will see. Of course, we play week by week.
And maybe we'll get to the next city. Who
Yeah.
fucking knows?
Maybe. It depends on what happens. Depends on if they can figure out this door. Especially once the humans show up. But yeah, much love to all of you. We'll see you in the future. Good luck in life. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. We'll see you next Saturday. Bye.
Bye-bye.